on a shovel from Animal Crossing.
Yes.
Just put this in the middle by the speaker.
For sure. I hope you don't need your phone while you're playing.
I don't.
If you do, you can holler.
He's just made that decision right now. It's like he's really getting in character for Hulk. He's like, I will not need my phone.
I did not.
Me too, man. Our phones are having a party.
Yeah.
Keg, will you speak?
What?
Thank you. That's all we needed.
Remy, sit. Speak. Fuck. Good boy.
Great Weapon Master seemed cool too.
Oh, dude. You can get a Great Club, which is literally just like a giant trunk of a tree, and just be like,
Alright, so who needs to level up right now?
the only thing that I need to do is...
hang back.
No, you're not. That's a good way to get killed. You and I can figure out what Iz has been doing in the meantime. But
This is the... Shit, I just forgot Iz's class.
assassin.
Assassin, that's right.
Assassin.
The old man-assassin.
Yes.
Right? Is that...
Yes.
My favorite thing.
What's the average for a D10?
6.
Math.
5.5 you round up just this one time. In D&D, you usually don't round up.
Oh,
so the expectation value of a D10 is 6.
Oh, okay.
So, you can add 6 plus your Constitution or roll a D10.
Gotcha.
Barbarians make me nervous because they have a D12 hit die, which means that they have
Things
the
could go
most.
very poorly for
yeah,
you.
like here's the thing: is like if you're like a friggin' wizard who rolls a D6 and like at level 3, the spread of your health is somewhere between 8 and 18.
Yeah.
But if you're a barbarian, the spread of your health is somewhere between 14 and 36, which is
wild.
like.
Fast.
Let me know if you need help. Not that this is mine, but CG is doing more important things.
I'm also don't know how to level up very well. I have to sit down with the book for like an hour every single time
Yeah,
this summer
right.
because I can't remember shit.
What do you have to do?
I took
Isn't it
lesser
just,
restoration at this level, which
HP
normally warlocks
whatever?
can't get, but my warlock can.
Yeah, but I like just
so
forget the rules for
you
it.
get your health, your hit die, and more XP, and then you just check your chart and your level. And at 4th level, everybody gets an ability score improvement as well as something else. But most people, I don't think, get anything else. It's just
I don't know
Just
which
ability
one
score.
to
Dude,
do.
I'm thinking Great Weapon Master. That looks pretty badass.
I don't know
You want a
whether to be I think strength should stay as like my big disadvantage because I'm this old, frail. Well, like there's no reason for me to need strength. It's
You and I have the same amount of strength.
7.
What's Bullard's strength?
10
10.
right here in front of you.
Oh. You know, I never said that I was a high wisdom in real life.
You can go with the feet.
Which is ironic, as our wisdoms are very different.
He's easily conned.
Mm.
I'm definitely gonna do feet.
I think I'm gonna take observant.
So,
what does that mean?
Keg.
Yep.
My thought is that when we meet again, or at some point in between now and then, Aiden can just log in to YouTube with your login and upload these audio recordings.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or I can
Yeah.
send them to K2.
That just seems like the kind of thing that would be like too large to email.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like you try to email something like that and you can't. So you
Put them in Drive.
Yeah,
I can put in.
or Dropbox or anything
Oh
like that.
yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Okay,
And transfer if you're feeling.
that is more advanced than my 2009 brain can handle. Like I remember in like 2009 trying to send files of that kind of size.
That
It's
was ridiculous.
Like what do I do?
Yeah.
It's like I can just put it on YouTube.
P2P, bro.
Pay
What?
to play.
No, peer to peer.
Peer to peer.
a single system to another system transfer. Also, the worst way to implement multiplayer. Because if you connect to somebody that doesn't have great internet, then you're basically...
You're boned.
Yeah.
Oh man, I lost like 100,000 bells that way in New Leaf, and I never got on Tortimer's Island with other people again.
Mm. That hurts. That hurts to hear.
Great way to share files, though.
I should take Shield Master. That would be great with my one arm.
Wait, Keg, can you adjust your like sensitivity settings?
Okay.
I don't know if that'll like help you come in sooner or not, but
Yes, it'll... You can reduce the threshold. It's in your settings under voice. The other reason I want to take Spell Sniper is because I could learn Ray of Frost. And I could cast that at 240 feet away.
when are we ever going to be in combat from that far?
You know, that's an excellent question.
We
You
haven't
could
been
like,
able to
you
yet.
could, you,
Yeah,
I'll give you guys an
people,
assassin quest.
people could be running away from us, and I could slow them down.
Yeah, that's true.
Up to 240 feet away. And then Eldritch Blast them to death, up to 600 feet away. This is a terrible idea. Why would I
Better?
do this?
Worse?
I think that was better.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot about your dreamsicle dice.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Sean. I like the way all of them look together.
They do all look nice.
Thank you.
They all share a yellow thread.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
The purple letters are gold.
Speckled ones have yellow letters.
What?
Numbers.
Where is there green? Is there yellow on the green dice?
Those are gold.
Those are gold.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Those are
Oh.
gold.
That, yes.
No. The one, yeah. Those
Gold.
two,
They're
yeah.
like caramel looking.
Yeah. I quite like all of them.
I could see that being quite close to green though.
Yeah.
Totally.
Thank you.
And this was in the background. Accented
Yeah.
by some holly.
Love me some Christmas mugs. Christmas mugs are like,
Mm-hmm.
they're so nice.
What feet are you taking?
I think it'd be cool to be tough.
There's
Like-
also one
I was
called
thinking- I
Skulker.
was
Have you
thinking
seen that
about
one?
Tough.
Skulker.
Yes.
My dex is definitely high enough. Yeah.
It's good for an assassin.
Or it could be tough.
You just want extra hit points?
I'm gonna be Skulker. Like different things. Oh, I can also do criminal contact now. People understand the words I say just because we are both, like, ne'er-do-wells.
No goodums.
Yeah.
Ne'er-do-wells is like one of my favorite words that
Yeah.
like never gets used.
Ne'er gets used.
Yes. Exactly. I'm so out of touch.
I can't wait to like become like a really old man and just like run out onto my front porch like, you cantankerous ne'er-do-wells.
You can do it now.
Costume.
Yeah.
You're expecting to grow old?
I mean, I
That's so ominous.
I certainly hope so.
Is it though?
Hope and expecting are two different things.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could die tomorrow.
Yes.
You know, so I'd like to grow old. That would be nice.
I don't expect to make it past 15 years from now.
Oh, really?
I was like, you passed 15 years old.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Is this due to information or due to just the way you feel like things are?
Just the way that things are.
That's
yeah.
fair.
I know.
Yeah.
I go back and forth too. I'm like, will I see 40?
No, the world's gonna.
That would be awesome.
I already
Don't get
saw
me
40
wrong.
though. I went to that one thing. It
The odds of your survival are better than others.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like,
I've
I'm
been
better
in
off
Disney
than,
World
like,
for so long.
somebody in Honduras
It's
for sure.
4D, not 40.
Yeah.
Oh,
So your likelihood of
wow,
living
it's like a Shrek time
is better.
traveling thing.
Sorry, what?
Is that as badass? as
Okay,
this
I didn't hear you, but I'm
lame
sure you said
thing?
something quite disheartening while at the same time uplifting.
I'm just saying your odds are better than others, so.
Yes.
It's true.
But I'm also a big weenie.
Because he's got them buns. Sorry, that was my rim shot. Sorry, I haven't looked at your ass in depth, but I decided to make a hot dog joke, and that was the only one I could think
It's
of.
cool, man. I can roll with it.
Relish in it.
Nice. Are those new dice, Aiden? You colored?
No.
Those are from-
Yeah, I think were they from?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They were.
I guess I
lost
just
in
don't
my
remember
room.
looking at them.
Yeah, I haven't had them for like ever.
Yeah, you lost your dice and had to use those weird dice you stole from somebody.
Yeah.
This is the one I'm using.
Well, I didn't steal them. They were given to me.
And then they moved.
Then they moved, and I never had a chance to give them back. So.
Were you going to LSU before? Well, I think I gave those to you before. Or did
Yeah.
I give them to you because?
I think they were before.
Nice. Mode to change the future.
I just want to say, if you're ever rolling dice remote, the dice roller on Google is amazing.
Google has a
Agreed.
dice roller?
That's what I
Yeah,
used last
really
time,
good.
and I feel like that's why I rolled so well.
Roll a d20. Ah, this is great.
It is really
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
This is what I've needed the squeeze thing
Wait,
for
it
this
has,
whole time.
it has all of them on there?
I'm gonna use.
And the
cut-
fact that it understands the parlance.
Yeah.
Then
I
you
mean,
can-
it's been listening to me for
D20.
years, so
That's true.
it knows where I'm at on a Monday night.
I'm gonna use kudzu-sized dice.
Yeah, at some point, by the way, when we were playing and we would routinely order pizza, at some point every Monday night, my phone would be like, Domino's has this special. Oh no. Alright, got
I
him.
delivered to a Domino's with waiter. They ordered bubble tea, and I delivered it to a Domino's.
I love that.
Wait, really?
It was fun.
That is really funny.
Alright, who wants to catch us up?
Let's see here. Okay, so we rode with the peeps out of town. Hit up that old town road. We stayed at the Golden Gardenia, and then we let's see here. What? Oh yeah, I didn't eat very fancy stuff apparently. Okay, so then.
I think we just bought a shit ton of cheese, a shit ton of bread, and a shit ton of beer.
Yeah. That was a good time. Me and Pitt were stacked for cheese. Then we went to sleep and we discovered Holg the next day. And Holg did not have anything to do with the Anchor's demise. Absolutely nothing to do with it.
What's
And-
Holg got to do?
Yeah.
The other option is
And-
spin a dreidel.
Oh.
Dreidel.
I made it out.
Is that wait? No, that's only 4-sided. If you roll a d4 and you just prescribe sides to a dreidel, you could just roll a dreidel, right? You could just spin a dreidel
Yes.
for your d4.
I have one in my my D&D briefcase. I have two actually.
Okay.
What else?
So
So nice.
let's see here. I think we decided that we were gonna hunt down the cult because they will probably know the location of the other one because they seem to know the location of all of these anchors. They
Wait a
keep
minute.
showing up.
What?
Are we hunting down the cult State Farm?
No,
What?
no, not that. Those were barbarians. We're not hunting. State Farm is lost.
I'm
to us.
sorry. You said cult, not colt.
State Farm isn't necessarily.
C-U-L-T, not C-O-L-T.
Yeah.
Keg, your joke would have landed better if you
Yeah.
were this side of...
I feel like some puns just need the shit-eating grin to settle
Sorry.
properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, get your act together.
I try hard over here.
You got to say you will work harder. That was a horse joke from Animal Farm. Anyways, So yeah, then we got the people back together and we got on the road again, right? Did I miss anything?
You glazed over all of our arguments, but it was in character to do so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, what did we argue about? Other than, like, Holg.
If Holg was lying or not?
Oh, no. He definitely was not lying.
Yes, that's why I said you glazed over the arguments, because it was...
It's water under the bridge now.
Is that because you just grabbed your water?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Yes.
Your brain is making puns that you can't keep up with.
I've kind of done that a couple times recently.
No, seriously, the more puns that my younger brother has made, the more he just accidentally makes puns in just casual conversation, to the point where he'll literally just say stuff and smile just in case it was a pun.
It's like waiting for him to catch up.
I just generally smile when I interact with people because it's
a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
My brother is also the kind of person who once said literally out loud after mishearing me and laughing at a joke that I didn't tell, "Well, I guess my ears are just funnier than other people's mouths."
That's good.
Sounds like a humble character.
I also told him to his face that he's almost funny as he thinks he is, and he said, "Thank you." I'm glad the world is finally catching up.
Oh, I have notes in here.
What is it?
Notes about Lord.
Nice.
Little quotes of his that I want to make, or wanted to make.
That's good.
And there's, old character history and stuff.
Supreme Sneak. I will never be able to do that.
Level 20?
Not for a thief.
Oh, you're
Supreme
have to be
Sneak.
under assassin.
Mm-hmm. I just have to kill people instead.
I think
Maybe
Rogue's
we'll
gonna
get
be
the
the
chance.
next character.
They're pretty
I
cool.
like it.
They're really
Especially
nice.
Looking up
Getting very inspired watching Kill Bill.
the mastermind rogue.
Who's the rogue in Kill Bill?
With rogues?
Assassin.
Oh,
That's
nice.
Yeah. I mean, technically, that's kind of what she's doing.
Was the
Kind of.
like some
Oh yeah,
character.
you watched it for the first time. How did you like it?
So good.
I'm sorry if I spoiled anything talking about it a couple weeks ago.
No, but that conversation pieced together in my head,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh. Right.
5 point.
I still haven't seen
exploding
the volume 2.
That's where the 5-point palm exploding
Oh, I
heart
know.
technique
I've
comes
seen
in.
that scene.
Hey, me.
I've just...
Gonna have a
I
character
haven't seen
with
that.
giant
Which
eyebrows.
is embarrassing.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna skip ahead a little
have
bit.
giant eyebrows, right?
I think that we can perhaps gloss over a little bit of what?
Giant eyebrows. Never mind. Keep going.
I mean,
What? Who's called? Okay.
Show you a picture of the break. Let's go.
It's too stupid for you guys to get off topic. So I mean, we can, unless you guys want to stop somewhere or see something exciting. I will remind you that there are ruins and statues that sort of litter the countryside as you go on. But I think that it's for those of you who are familiar with this area. So I guess mostly Crowder and Bullard and Hulk. It's all sort of old hat. It's not as exciting as it used to be. If you want to take a detour, you can. If not, I will say that you make your way to the city without too much excitement.
unless
He
there's
returned his
something-
donkey. He
Yes.
returned his
You
donkey.
did
That was
return your
another
donkey
thing.
to the
Yeah.
DND Session, yeah.
Unless there is something very,
Yo! I'm so proud of
That
that.
was so good.
very obviously magical in the ruins, I'm uninterested.
I mean,
on the
you've
road.
heard rumors.
Yes.
There's cool shit down there. What hasn't been, already plundered?
Can we play Tensor's game on the way?
Sure, I will,
Okay.
as a ritual, cast Tensor's floating disc to stay within 30 feet of the cart.
Yeah.
And we can find random bits of
Yeah.
garbage to throw on it again.
The kids that you're riding with are super entertained by Tensor's game, and you guys teach them how to play it.
Nice.
So you reach
I have some good in my heart.
your greedy heart. He's just a businessman.
Yes.
So you get to the gate to the city. It's open. It seems to be just a regular, pleasant day. The guards seem a little on edge. We'll remind you that they're still looking for somebody with a squirrel mask for questioning.
Oh my god, I did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
A long time ago.
Squirrel girl.
But there hasn't really been much, like, advancement in that area. It's sort of been chalked up to magic exists and people are bad. That's unfortunate. To the annals of cold cases once TV becomes a thing here.
Wait, did he die?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. It didn't.
I mean, like, he had, like, no armor class and had, like, no health points.
Okay.
He wasn't, like, a cool use of armor. I wouldn't say that you're, like, entirely out of danger with that, but, you know, it's downtown though. Your passengers go their separate ways. Some of them have contacts in the city, some of them don't. I think that maybe they, like, ask you guys for directions or advice, places to go, but by mid-afternoon you five are alone again. How do you want to start your search? I will remind you that Hulk doesn't, like, know the cultists personally, but as far as, like, secret underground societies go, like, the wrestling group is also, like, on the DL, and they sort of hang out in the same part of the city.
Yeah. What is it, like, evening?
It's an afternoon.
Okay.
You can also go shopping if you want, but I don't want to roleplay that. You could just, like, go get stuff.
Okay.
It's a lot of time.
I'm going to check in at the Snake and Lion for tea. We don't need to roleplay that. I'm sure they are very excited to see me.
They are
Thank you.
super excited that you're still alive.
Yes.
Do you tell them anything about your adventures?
Yes. As much detail as they're willing to listen to.
Okay. 3 days later. Roll perception.
15.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, did you roll your 2?
Your
I
portion.
did not. But I guess it is a new day, isn't it?
Yes.
Thanks. Yes, 15 for perception, which is unusually high for me.
You notice that Ariel, as you tell this story... Whoa!
2 19s, I'll take
Nice.
it. I've seen good things in the future. Ariel, as I'm telling the story.
She sort of like it's a difficult expression to, like, parse, but she seems concerned.
She's kind of a grizzled old adventurer.
She is a grizzled
right?
old adventurer, yeah. So, and you see her looking at V furtively, and as much as she like moves under the bar, and you know that she's, like, I think out of not, like, to draw it or anything, but you know that she
She's
keeps
fidget.
her old, like, adventurer sword there,
Yes.
and you see her, like, arm go to where the pommel would be, and it's not, like, in a fighty way, but almost as if she's, like, going to it for comfort.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's, now you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, she is a grizzled old adventurer, so she might
Okay.
have some thoughts on it.
Grizzled.
Very grizzled.
But yeah, I don't want to spend too much time
Yeah, understand.
there. I wanted to check in with them. Those are my friends.
Yes.
I wanted some Earl Grey, hot, just to play both of you guys
they
that joke.
Thank you. They send you off with, like, a little sachet of tea for your adventures.
Nice. But then I want to reconvene with the group.
Okay. Does anybody else want to go somewhere specific? I know you have a friend in the city too.
You have friends?
The other gnome from your village,
Oh, because we're back.
who gave you a sparkly vest or something.
Oh, I cut off a piece of someone's robe and it was like a...
No, but they gave you a sparkly vest too. They, like, have an Etsy shop.
This is probably on my, like, OneNote.
Okay.
thing that I didn't put on
It's the
here.
7 annie.
That's great to know.
I mean, you can also decide not to go see them. It's fine. You totally forgot about them. I think their name was Algiers or something. You picked that.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
I want to go visit and bring, like some nice token of a thing.
I mean, you have
A mug.
a mug from where?
I want to go to a place and get something for to drink his tea in.
I have a thing for that. If you, on behalf of yourself or anyone else, need to find something specific, you have a high chance of knowing a merchant who would or could sell it.
Ah.
I have to roll. I had to roll below 15. And I rolled a 6.
Wonderful.
I have a suggestion.
So you know.
I have a suggestion.
Where might I go?
You know of a quaint magic shop that also sells.
Put their logo on the cup.
No, it's a mermaid. They they sell like enchanted items, and it's very like earthy. It's like the like Urban Outfitters gift shop of magic shops. But you know they have a selection of like hand thrown like earthenware mugs that are quite nice and
Yes.
very well known for like never allowing drinks to get cold.
Nice.
There's this shop over off of East Keep Road. It's called Urban Enchanted, and they have some fine mugs and stuff like that. They won't run you too expensive, but I think that would be a great gift.
Thank you.
All right,
So I
so
leave and I go.
you get one of those, and I'll figure out how much they cost later during the break.
Is a poison kit something I could buy?
Yes.
I want to go just kind of like look around the place.
Skulk around.
Yeah.
Could you be
I'm
more
not
shady?
skulking.
Yeah, you can find one. I will also figure out how much that costs during the break because I color coded this and I don't know what colors correspond to what.
Still proud. Still proud.
Thank you.
I want to hawk the wedding ring that I
Okay.
found in the pocket of the drunk man.
All right. Remind me of that during break. We can like figure out money and.
Poisoner's kit's 50 gold.
Wonderful. 50 gold.
Thank you.
Do you have 50? Yeah, you do. So, Crowder, do you want to do anything?
Yes, I need to go find that seed that I planted in
All right.
the city. And I'd
If
cast-
I remember correctly,
That was like north of the city limits, right?
There's like a park north of the city limits.
Mm-hmm.
This, I mean, overgrown, big Sleeping Beauty vibes, like giant, like creepy vines and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that is where you and Bullard went to plant that seed.
Great. Can I dig it up?
Yes.
Sweet. I cast Sacred Flame on it until it is no more, because it's a cantrip and I'm nuking the shit out of it.
Will that work?
It deals radiant damage to
Okay.
anything that fails the dexterity saving throw. I
I
don't know.
don't
Is
think
this
trees
seed?
can-
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Just moving around.
And I think I don't know how many other agents the tree had, but I think that its power without you is a little bit diminished. Like
Yeah.
its power to and
It's
it,
just me.
like affect things outside of its
Yeah.
normal sphere of influence.
It's dying. Hopefully it just dies.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Hulk,
Yeah, I don't know.
do you want to go lift some weights with your brothers?
Yeah, brother. Can I get a head start looking for the cultists?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Okay,
actually
so-
just start with you. You
Okay.
You remember that is the first time you fought them? Are you okay?
I got new feelings today. I'm just like feeling them.
That's fair.
Unfortunate.
Did you say fillings or feelings?
Feelings.
It's a new feeling.
I have new feelings
I said
today.
feelings. I was like,
I don't know.
Dude,
I
you
reached
can-
level 23. I
it's
was
like
watching new
okay to
feelings.
feel your feelings sometimes.
No, I'm feeling my
In
feelings.
fact, you should be feeling your feelings. And your feelings.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'll stop being
No,
so
sorry, no,
distracting.
go ahead.
Cultists.
Knock yourself out.
Caught fillings.
Nice.
Cultists.
Where was I? Yes.
Cultists.
You remember that the first time you fought them is retrieved like a gauntlet with a weird symbol on it. And while you haven't seen anywhere like the sort of ninja-clad people before, you feel like that symbol is familiar to you. and you can go to your sort of like skeezy neighborhood and ask
Nice.
around. You feel like you've seen it before in like a bar.
Okay.
Like this one bar that is like a not a bar like only at night, but like a sort of
Yeah.
community space,
Oh.
tavern type deal.
Okay. What's the symbol look like?
Do you still have it?
It was in a picture, right?
Mhm.
And you showed me it and it's something like that.
No, I gave you a piece of paper.
Oh, I totally have it.
That's more just. I was just wondering. Flavor.
CG did this work. You're going to appreciate it.
Okay. No, it's well. Banner for this is just so easily pulled up.
All right. It's a symbol that's sort of 8 circles, but they like run together. It looks kind of like I don't know, you know, like with the Celtic sort of
Yeah.
designs look like that. It's
Yeah.
very much like that. They're like interlocked, and it's all one continuous line, with a space in the middle. So it's eight circles sort of conjoined into one big one.
Olympics.
Yeah.
No.
Cool.
More like a chain.
Okay. So I'll go to my little watering hole or whatever place is.
I mean, I don't know if it's a place you frequent. It's definitely like not the sort of wrestler place, but I feel like you've also probably been to every single bar in this city.
That seems par for the course for.
But it's I think sort of mid-ish afternoon.
Okay.
So the bar is
What is this? The place with the circles, or this is just like?
no, it's like you've seen it. You've seen people who have this somewhere, like
Okay. I see.
like you've seen it, like someone has a tattoo
Yeah.
of it, or someone had like a pendant of it that fell out of their shirt. Like
Okay.
it's something that's
I
like unique
somehow
enough that
associate
you've
it.
noticed before, and you
Okay.
like know it was like in this sort of neighborhood. I'm like just speeding things along.
Yeah.
Plot.
No,
You just know this because plot.
Okay.
Um,
No, I wasn't sure if it was like the home base for Ultimate.
no, it's definitely not the home base. It's more like after work we go and have a beer here.
Okay.
Work. But it's not empty, but it's certainly sparsely populated. The bartender is cleaning glasses or at the bar, and there's
Spinning on a rag and-
yes, no, and there's a couple of patrons in like groups of 2s and 3s
Okay.
at the tables. And I think that everybody kind of looks up as you walk in and are surprised to see you there.
What kind of surprise? Like what's he doing here? Or like, whoa.
Like, I'm in a shitty bar and holy shit, Hulk's here.
Oh, okay.
And also, what is Hulk doing here?
Okay.
But not in like an immediately suspicious way. Just like you're a celebrity here and
Yeah.
you just rolled up.
Oh, that's good.
Cool.
It's like, I don't know. I kind of imagine you like
alluded to kill
Mick Jagger sort of
Okay,
like,
yeah.
like holy shit, Mick Jagger just walked in my dive
Like
bar.
a B-list Mick Jagger.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
Do I?
I don't know what wrestling people are like. So
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
using
know.
music people.
Yeah, that's okay. Do I?
John Cena!
Do I see anybody with the symbol right now?
Not obviously.
Okay.
I think if you just walk in and you're expecting to see it right in front of your face,
Yeah.
no. If you want to roll a perception check.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. And I believe I have 0, so 13. Yeah, 13.
Okay. As you, I guess, do you get a drink? I'm assuming you're walking into a bar and getting a drink.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine him doing anything else.
It isn't your dealer's
You
bar.
notice that the bartender has, as he's like washing glasses and sort of waits a second to finish what he's doing before he serves you. And in that time, you see that he has like something here, and you see like maybe like the top of like 3 circles. So he has a tattoo of at least part of that symbol.
Okay.
Did you show the gauntlet to everybody? Okay, cool. I forgot to check. Too late now.
Okay. So I'm ordering a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, brother. I say to the bartender.
The bartender is a humanoid.
Mm.
He's very, he's not terribly short, but he is stocky and quite hairy. You think that maybe his granddad was a dwarf or something. And he says, "Hey,
What you got here?"
Why?
he has,
Just give me a pint of whatever.
yeah,
Whatever,
he's got like
whatever's in
a
the cleanest glass you got. Just give me a pint of that.
keg. He's got like a keg, with a tap behind him, and then some wine bottles over there. And he looks at you like, I don't know why you're asking me, because it's all very obviously right there. But he gives you whatever.
Yeah.
A pint of whatever. It's a microbrew.
See, I was imagining he went and did like the suicide where he just poured a pint of everything in.
Like put it on a drop.
So on everything.
A bit of this and a bit of that.
So you get your drink. You plunk a few coins on the table. I forgot what beer costs already. Got to write that down.
2
somewhere.
silver pieces.
Thank you. You pop 2 silver. It's like a silver piece and a half. This is the
Michelob.
like Schlitz.
Okay.
1 silver, 5 copper.
2 silvers for craft beer.
Pardon me?
Copper piece.
So I guess when drinking my thing. Hey, what's up with all the guards outside? Seemed like they were a little bit on edge. What was that about?
He looks at you sort of strangely, because if it's been the talk of a town. There hasn't been there's been there's murders and violence and shit, but there hasn't been like a very public magic murder. Like most people know about it by now. And he says somebody was killed in the marketplace. I think a week ago. 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks.
Killed in the marketplace? Did they get the guy who did it?
No, not yet. They had wanted signs up all over for a while, but they've, I think that the trail's gone cold, as they say.
Whoa. Well, good thing I'm back in town. Maybe I'll look for him. Maybe I'll finally have met my match.
There's no comment, but there's okay, you're gonna get nuked by magic, but yeah.
Say, brother, what's that tattoo on your forearm?
He sort of hastily pulls his shirt down a little bit and he says, something like a family crest. I inherited it from my father.
Cool.
Do you want to roll insight?
Yeah.
Plus wisdom, and if you're proficient.
Yeah, 15.
He's not like outright lying, but that's not what it is.
Okay. I'm gonna quiet my voice a little bit. What is it really, brother? Can I intimidate? Can I do an intimidation?
Yes, you can.
Okay. 11.
He looks at you a little bit uncomfortable. It's like a club. It's just a group of people, and we all have this symbol in common. It's like a family. My father did initiate me.
Initiate?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds violent. Is it?
Not particularly.
You probably know me from the fighting pits over there, don't you?
I do, yes. I've been to a few of your matches. You're impressive. Although I think that you always leave your left side unguarded, and it's been your undoing a lot of times.
I wish Bullard was there to defend his favorite fighter.
I appreciate the constructive criticism, brother.
But I have some great likenesses of you pasted in the bathroom. That art's still making the rounds. With that magic picture on.
Yeah. I think I've seen that family crest before. I have a fistful of beastie hair in my inventory.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
I'd like to pull it out of my pocket.
What the
Kind
fuck, man? Sorry. Aiden has just so far demonstrated all of like the best D&D character or D&D player like qualities, and we've been playing for 30 minutes.
I know.
It's like, holy shit, dude. Sorry, I'm just like in awe of your shining glory.
Teach me your ways.
Much like Bullard.
Wow.
Yes.
So I'm gonna pull out the beastie hair. I have sleeveless shirt.
I would expect nothing less.
These are my initiation rituals, just like a bunch of scars and shit. And
From what?
Beastie hair. From being a
Okay,
cage
fair. This guy's whole demeanor changes. He doesn't take a step back, but he sort of like leans back a little in shock and awe. And he reaches out to like touch it. And right before he makes contact, he sort of pulls his hand back and composes himself again and says, "Where'd you get that?"
A dead beastie. Or anchor. I've just killed one of them myself a couple days ago. In the harbor. Is that where we were?
Yes. He is... I want something that has more gravitas than flabbergasted, but I can't come up with it. So he is flabbergasted, but in a very serious way.
Yeah.
He has been shocked to his core.
Yes, he's been rattled severely. He says, How do you know about that?
Well, sorry, I'm looking at notes. Well, we, that earthquake here a few weeks ago.
Oh yes, of course. How could you forget? Or how could one forget?
So I was at the backhoe, that strip club with the chicken flies.
Yes.
A single tear.
Yeah. It's like...
I was there when the floor caved in and we found one of the anchors. That one's dead too. And they told me where the rest of them are. I figured he might be a guy who either knows that or would want to know that. Knows some people who might be interested in hearing more about our anchor adventures. Brother.
He sort of, his like mouth quirks a little. Like he's about to say something and he's struggling to find the words. And he looks at you and says, first he looks around the bar and makes sure that all the other patrons are like engrossed in their own conversations. And then he looks at you and says, "I don't know what you're talking about. But I think I know some who know what you're talking about. You should come back here after we close. But I would suggest you leave now. I have decisions to make."
Cool. All right.
And I'll say they close. They do that thing where they like have dinner and then they close and then they open again.
Mm-hmm.
So you can come back, I think, at like 9 or 10 at night.
Okay. Cool. All right, brother. I'll see you later then.
Picks up the glass that is clean by now. It was like he was just
Just
fidgeting with it and picks up another one and does the same thing. And you see him like definitely thinking really hard about something.
Uh-huh. Cool.
Presumably, how much and what to tell you.
Yeah. Oh, hey, by the way, I might bring a few friends by. Would that be all right? They helped me with those other creatures.
How many?
The party is 5 plus a keg, right?
Mhm.
No,
5 total.
It's 5
5
total,
total.
so 4
So
in
you could
addition
say
to you.
4, or you could say anything less than that.
Well, there's 5 of us, but that
She
could be.
takes a sharp intake of breath. Like, that's a lot for a bunch of people who just figured out a secret society
Yeah.
exists.
But I haven't really filled them in and everything, so I could just bring.
Let's just
Bring
start
a
with
few.
you first.
All right, I'll be back a couple hours in. Thanks
He says,
having
like,
me
good
drink this
hunting.
was-
And it's a very strange way to say goodbye to you.
Yeah, awkwardly. Like,
You do.
thanks.
Same, dude. So, Keg, do you want to do anything in the city? I'm gonna take that as a no.
He muted his mic, so he.
No, really.
Okay.
I think that was a no, not really.
Yeah.
I'll just hang out and have a beer at the bar with someone. Maybe
Me.
Bullard if
You're
he's
with
hanging
me.
out at the
Yes, you're
tavern.
with me for sure. I was gonna drag you along to my next action just to keep you in.
Works out fine then.
All right. So, I'll say that, unless you guys, I don't want to prescribe things to you, but I'll say that each of you had your own personal errands to run, and you agreed to meet back up at the Snake and Lion for dinner.
Nice.
Part of it was an agreement, part of it was Ariel insisting, like, come back here. I must protect my child. My old man child. He's my sweet summer boy.
Yes.
But it's a pretty lively night. Everything smells good. There's beer and wine flowing. Spirits are in good cheer. And Bullard, you should roll a perception check.
Sure. Yeah, you know, I'm great at that. 5.
Okay. You don't notice anything in particular.
Okay.
So you guys.
I'm too busy chatting with Pitt about his soup mythos.
Nice. I'll say that you guys aren't like in a private room or anything, but you are definitely like on. You know when like a bar, there's like sort of that side that's like where the
Like
bar
Nintendo.
keeps like coming in and out.
Yes.
What about Nintendo?
Thinking of Hi-Ho.
That doesn't.
When the bar curves. Sorry.
No. Okay, I'm so confused. And like you guys maybe are like cloistered at the one end of the bar, and as Ariel tends it, she also comes back and like listens to your tales of adventure when she has a chance. But you have enough privacy that I think in hushed tones you feel comfortable discussing the plan. You're also welcome to go to your room and discuss it in complete privacy if you want to not worry about being overheard. But that's up to you guys.
I'm going to make a big deal about not being overheard. Earlier when I went in, I presumed it was just like the 3 of us, me and the 2 bartenders. But like if Holg is around telling his stories, and I don't know, Crowder still freaks me out. I'm going to make a big deal about looking around, being very obvious about looking around so that other people see that I'm looking around.
Other people in your party or
Yes,
other
other
people?
people in my party see that I'm looking around.
What's going on, Bullard?
Well, I'm just trying to be more aware of my surroundings than I usually am. I'm kind of pretty clueless sometimes, but I'm trying to be more self-aware. You know?
Yeah. How's it working out for you?
Oh, well, I don't know. Nothing seems that normal. I'm kind of wondering why I'm looking around at all.
You wonder that too.
Thanks, Pitt.
I thought it was just me.
Well, thanks for, watching out for us.
Well, you're a little taller than me. Do you see anything amiss?
Let me take a look.
Thank you.
There's definitely a miss at the bar.
19.
You notice a very familiar, fat, greasy figure at the other end of the bar who's just shoveling pasta in his mouth and has like a giant goblet of wine in front of him. Gnocchi.
Did we ever assess what was in his last spell book?
Oh, fuck. It's in my to-do list. Yes.
What I told you a while back was that we could just presume that my next couple levels of spells came
Okay.
from that spell book, which is not the ideal, but I wanted to make it easy on you.
Okay.
But
Thank you. I'll get you a cool spell book soon.
it could be a scroll with a single spell. I have a wish list.
Okay.
Wish list.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Would you like to look at it?
Yes.
It's under 5.
I do see that guy, Noki, that we knew way back when.
Oh, the guy with the cool coat. He sold me a spell book.
Oh.
Speaking of Hulk, I should tell you, I finally kind of broke through one of the spells, and I figured out it's a spell to make things bigger and smaller.
Whoa.
And I was thinking that maybe if we get in a big scuffle, I can make you huge, and you can hit that much harder. But I probably won't have enough time to tell you what's happening. It's just going to happen. So if you find yourself getting huge, just like roll with it.
If you find yourself getting engorged in the heat of battle.
Getting huge right now just thinking about it, brother. I'm kidding.
Bullard is not socially conscious enough to... Yes, it went over his short head.
Ariel's like cackling. She probably dropped a glass. She's very easily
You look
amused.
the same to me.
What did you say, Pitt?
I said he looks the same to me.
Oh.
I'm getting bigger on the inside. So, you guys are moderately assured of your privacy, or you have the option to go upstairs. You know that Yonki is in the bar, and you have a deadline, unless Hulk hasn't shared his adventure with you guys yet. His little mini adventure.
How big is the... there's a lot of people around us?
Yeah, there's a lot of people, and it's one of those things where, like, there's privacy in the crowd, because there's so many people, and all of them are, like, having fun and inebriated, and it's, like, Friday night at a popular place, so, like, if someone were trying to listen to your conversation, they would be able to, but neither of you, with your role, you didn't notice anybody, obviously eavesdropping, and you feel reasonably, like, sitting here and talking about it would be way less suspicious than, like, all of you sneaking upstairs and locking yourself in a room.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna fill everybody in then.
Okay.
You know, the whole thing. They only want one person to go.
Well, that's kind of fair. Probably.
Well, hey, Hulk, do you feel comfortable with that? Because I can follow you for an hour invisible.
I can do the same.
You can be invisible too?
Yes.
Cool.
I can disguise.
Alternatively, I can have Tattletale follow you invisibly, and then I can see through their eyes.
Is that the fairy?
Yes.
I don't really know what to expect from this, but having some backup would be pretty helpful. Or I don't know if you... it might be risky. I don't know what to expect from these no-goodums.
Yeah, well, it sounds like I don't have to be that close if Tattletale can get closer, but we can lay in wait, maybe, and only go invisible if we have to.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good idea.
I think we should be close-ish, though. I don't want you to be out in the middle of nowhere.
No, I don't want to be out there either. Well, I am just going to meet them at the bar, so
True.
you could just hang around later. I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys are smart.
Bullard nods. Especially when he calls him smart.
Wait, how small can you get with your spell? Or how small could one get?
Well, you get like half as big or twice as big as you were, and the math there, and he like blinks just for a second, is like 1/8 as massive or 8 times as massive.
Numbers.
Yeah, well, I have on my character sheet.
No, I know. Have you never seen that show? Like the numbers show where that guy's just like a savant and he just
No.
does math really well? Yeah.
Personality traits. Anyone can con me, and I am a math whiz.
So it's like the opening sequence is like he's really good at math and then numbers.
Yeah.
So me, I could get, I don't know, I could possum sized because I'm already kind of small,
Yeah.
but I couldn't get like mouse sized.
What would be crazy though, I mean, is if Hold were to get twice his size.
Yes, if we make
That would
whole
be-
giant size.
Yeah.
All just rolls up like unnecessarily large,
Yeah.
taller than the tallest orc.
Yeah, right.
Somehow Bullard messes it up and it's only one arm that he's like that big and he's just like
This is my Jack and Golf arm.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking if you could get Judy enough, I could just put you in my pocket, but I don't have a possum-sized pocket.
Yeah, that's okay.
But yeah, I think.
I'll have to hunt down a spell for that.
Happy
Wait, I'm gonna-
hunting.
Yeah, thank you. That sounds spooky.
That's what that weird guy said to me.
Oh. Well, when we're finished with this conversation, I'll go tell Miyoki I'm looking for a transmogrification spell.
Sure. What? I don't know. Oh, okay.
You guys have some time to go. Like if that's the end of the conversation.
Transmogrification. I don't
TRANSMOGRIFICATION.
Don't make it worse.
Okay.
Roll Constitution. Don't hurt yourself and think too hard.
You're good at spelling.
What do you think about this
That's
whole
good.
That was quick.
this whole plan?
That's what it said.
You're good at spelling.
Oh, yeah. Okay, helpful.
Smart as fun.
You want to come with me? You're kind of like
does that
slinky.
say?
Probably convince him.
Corner hill.
You should be there.
If we need to part, I'll come back here.
Okay. Well, like, do you want
What's
to
it
go?
called? The horse in the town.
The snake
Snake
and
and lion.
Snake and lion.
Well, we're gonna be like right outside the bar, like hiding in the darkness somewhere to jump in action if we need to. So maybe you can just like, instead of coming back to the snake and lion, you can come back to where we are.
Sounds very nice, waiting in the shadows.
However, my only concern really is that Pit is big and loud.
We can make him invisible,
Crash, 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 crash.
right?
Yeah.
Or alternatively, I could use MILF's acid arrow. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry, you can use MILF's what?
You have Melf's acid arrow?
I don't.
I thought about taking
I didn't-
Melf's acid arrow.
I also
Melf,
really
not
thought,
Melf.
yeah, Elf. But it sounds like MILF. My girlfriend walked from the opposite end of the apartment when I said I'm thinking about taking MILF's acid arrow, and she said, "You're thinking about taking MILF's acid? What?" And I was
Just
like,
MILF acid.
I have
Great trip.
Missy Step. Oh no. That's just teleportation. I can teleport in. As long as I can see the place.
I forget. What is your familiar like? Does it need? It's invisible.
It can be invisible, but it can't
Okay.
do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't ask them to like
Okay. How?
carry out any
It's like
tasks.
how? What? It's like a
It's
fairy.
a small sprite. Yeah,
Okay.
looks
So
like.
it just-
Imagine. I mean, I imagine like a small fairy, except it's wearing armor and uses poisoned arrows for some
Okay.
reason.
Because it's a fairy.
But like
So it can
good
just-
poison.
It can just kind of like, but like it doesn't have to like walk through doors.
No, it can
just
fly.
be flying around.
Yeah,
okay.
it can fly.
Sweet.
It literally could just like ride on your shoulder and be
Okay.
invisible.
Cool.
would he be able to feel it?
Him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's
Like-
just see through. It's not like
I know, but like If it were small enough, you wouldn't notice.
Yeah, but it's not like a mosquito.
How big
fly.
is it?
Awesome.
I don't know. I feel like this is big enough, right?
A medium-sized cat.
Yeah, like
Okay, yeah.
he could fit in this water bottle if as a sleeping bag. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
you could theoretically put him up in this bottle.
Okay.
32 ounces keg, just in
He's
case you're
32
wondering.
ounces of. He's a 32.
he can
He's the
fit in
size
a-
of a 32-ounce Nalgene bottle.
Yeah.
In fact, his birth name is Nalgene. He changed it to Dale Tattle.
Yeah.
Hey, what should I guess what am I trying to get out of these? What's the end game here?
Well,
Just figure out how we can infiltrate them.
yeah.
Should we go in guns blazing tonight?
Well,
Take them out one by one.
I mean, I guess the goal would be to find out their size,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah.
And if maybe we could... Shit. Maybe we could join them.
Oh. I hadn't thought of that, brother.
Yeah. Get access to their
Really?
get access to their whole operation.
You guys are smart.
Thanks.
I thought we were just gonna beat them up.
I mean, we can certainly do that, but
No.
we'll be able to
joining
beat
them.
up even more of them.
Joining them.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
Wait, fuck! What was that from? What was that? This
You
campaign?
did that.
I did
like-
this.
Yes.
Like
Yeah, I
a few
did
weeks
this.
ago,
Yeah. Yeah.
At the other end of the bar, Bullard,
Famously
Gnocchi,
bad at air quotes. Yeah.
Gnocchi lets you know that he doesn't have one on hand, but he's coming back next week,
Okay.
and he'll
But-
bring you one.
Yeah, I'm looking for that wish list I just sent you.
Yeah.
I tell him listen, I want a spell to do this and that and this and that and this, and then I told him I wanted one for transforming into animals or something. There's probably one. Point is, he's coming back next week.
Yeah, and he says that if you want to see him earlier than that, he gives you his sort of home base where he keeps most of his shit.
Okay. In town.
I forget how you know. You guys had a letter correspondence, right?
So
At the initial contact.
he sold me something,
Mm-hmm.
and told me that if I wanted more, he would be at the backhoe.
Yeah.
To meet him at the backhoe at this certain day, and I showed up,
Okay.
and then there was the earthquake, and then we just saw him and we stopped him and chatted with him.
Never mind. You guys. I don't know why I decided you guys were pen pals.
I mean, we can be pen pals now.
It consists of shopping lists and drop-off locations. He lives in he lives pretty close to the harbor, actually.
Okay.
Several miles south
Yeah,
of
that's
the
far.
city. There may be some spells involved in his travel because he
Nice.
doesn't look particularly travel-worn
Yeah.
at all. And you've never seen him with a horse so far. He says he lives in a very he speaks very fondly of it. I don't remember his voice.
I don't know if he really had one.
Probably didn't.
Yeah, I don't think we chatted back and forth. We talked about him like we're talking about him now.
He says it's a really nice place. It used to be a lighthouse, and now it is a lighthouse
tower.
of knowledge.
No, cool. Okay, well, if I find myself down there, I'll come knocking.
I look forward to it.
We're still in the bar for now?
Yeah, and as far as you guys are still formulating a plan if you feel the need to do so.
I'm gonna be listening to the plan, but closing my eyes a bit, and I'm trying to listen to people's find someone's shoes, and then think, or try to listen for what their shoes sound like.
So you're not listening to the plan. You cannot do both of those things. You're all I feel like if you no, that's too much.
I'm nodding my head.
Okay, you're pretending to listen to the plan. and you are looking at shoes.
Looking
What are
at
you
shoes,
trying? What information are you trying to gain from the shoes?
What it sounds like when someone walks around with the
It
shoes.
sounds like feet touching the ground. I'm not like, what information are you trying to get here? I don't know.
I want to like.
She wants to do a Sherlock Holmes, right? Like, tapping. The frequency is this high. They must weigh 13 pounds and 40 ounces. I don't know.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Definitely for like knowing how far away someone's like footsteps are to where I am.
You're in a crowded bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who are you looking for?
Yeah.
No, I'm not looking for
She's just
anybody.
practicing,
Okay.
right?
All right. So the
I
rest
got you.
the rest of you, the hour draws closer, where Hulk has agreed to meet his new friend at the Serpent's Maw. Is the name of the bar?
Yo.
The Serpent's Maw.
The Serpent's
We're
Maw.
feeling melodramatic today. Tis the
That's
season.
a cool name.
Yeah, it's like, that's cool.
So, if you guys have a conversation to finish, I would suggest you do it now. Because we're going to do a jump cut soon.
That was all the conversation I needed to have.
Alright.
So,
Although I do think that turning into an animal is like an 8th level spell or something.
I mean, I could give... we'll figure out something. I could give it to you with, like, significant drawbacks.
It'd have to be like a scroll. Not
You have to
Yeah.
chop off a finger.
No, like, just, like...
No, it was just.
It's a use... You can only turn into a fish.
Turn into something with challenge rating 1 quarter or less.
Or
Yeah.
possible.
Or, like, it only lasts for 3 minutes.
That's a long time in combat.
Mhm.
It lasts in.
It lasts for half of the duration of Eminem's Rap God.
No.
Anyways,
What?
Isn't that like a long song?
It's 6 minutes.
No.
It is. I'm
No.
shady, I'm gone. Alright.
That's how I measure time. Is
In Eminem songs.
yeah, and
You and my dad would have a lot in common.
no, just not Eminem's, just Rap
that
God.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Iz asks, while we're there, if we find a way to unanchor this world, will we do it?
If it's safe.
If
Wait.
it only involves ending a few lives, would we do that tonight?
Wait, but what?
Reach taken over for Arya's resident bloodlust. Bloodluster?
Luster in like a shiny way.
We should try to save the lives if we can.
Yeah, I think that's the whole goal.
Unless
Yeah,
they're
you just
willing-
hit them until they're alive, right? You just keep beating them and give them life.
Okay, well,
I've heard that.
maybe not that. Maybe instead we
It works for me, typically.
bludgeon them metaphorically, like with.
Their spirit.
No,
One
literally.
take
Definitely
heals
bludgeon
things,
them
he wipes
literally.
them.
And
Oh, no,
either
I
they wake
remember.
up or they don't.
Yeah.
The Goomba decides.
Oh my god. It's a damn Goomba.
Alright,
I'm completely
so
here for it.
Hulk, you make your way back to the Serpent's Maw.
Okay.
Um,
With Iz.
With Iz hiding in shadow.
No, I was gonna bring Iz in.
Oh, you were?
Mhm.
Okay.
Isn't it? Iz is like pretty shady character. from what
Yeah.
I gather.
Small.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
unassuming.
mean, yeah.
So you're breaking your contract. Right on, man.
That's what I would do.
And you three,
We're waiting. It's probably 50 feet away. Somewhere that's like not.
yeah, I mean it's like full nighttime by now. It's not
Yeah.
like a super hopping part of the city, but
Yeah.
people are out and about.
I have taken my hat off and tucked it into like my belt.
Wonderful.
I've got a tiny little bald
I feel like
spot.
this is the Bullard equivalent of like putting on glasses and like a mustache.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my hat off.
His hat off.
Well, I just wanted to be a little less easy to spot.
I like it. Thank you. So you guys are like, probably like, concealed in an alleyway behind some like barrels or whatever, watching.
Onions.
Not onions this time.
Nice.
It's actually potatoes. So there's not a strong scent, but it's like that earthy smell, and you're craving some mashed potatoes. Good thing we have some. But Hug and Iz, you guys approach the bar as I forget what I said. Closing time or opening time? Closing time. As it seems to be like doing last call. And the bartender who you met earlier.
Did I get their name?
No, you did.
Okay.
Is like wiping tables down and putting like stools on top of the tables, and there are a couple other employees who look very muscular for like just barbacks. You notice a few of them have like the glint of steel tucked into their clothing, and eventually the last few guests trickle out, and your bartender friend eyes Iz warily and like almost waits for him to leave. Like there's a good couple of beats where the bar is empty except for the employees and you and Iz.
Okay.
And the bartender is sort of waiting for Iz to go away. But finally he approaches you and he says, who's this?
This is my associate.
This is I'm sorry.
How do you spell is?
Izzy.
Izzy.
Is a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Is
The translation of the word carrot.
Oh my fucking god.
In what?
Zulu.
oh.
Okay.
All the mystery.
Yeah, I wish I didn't know that. I mean, I'm still happy
to a
about
sweet
it.
orange dust.
No, that's if it meant
spicy.
Cheeto in Zulu.
There's still more names.
Is helped me defeat the last anchor, so I figured you might want to meet Iz might want to meet you. I know you said to come alone, but Hope does as Hope wants.
He looks torn between calling you like stupid and like being sort of in admiration. And he says, "It's not my decision. Wait here."
They're talking about Iz being there.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're
Thank
involved
you.
in everything with those two.
Yeah, good.
Apparently, Iz wasn't supposed to be there, but I think they're gonna go for it.
Wait, they're inside the bar.
Yeah.
So I guess you're like across the street from it. Like, how are you seeing their lips?
I can see through
Tail-
Tailtale's
Oh, fuck, I
vision,
forgot. Okay.
and
Yeah.
hear
Yep,
through.
yep, yep.
I can't hear anything. If Bullard or Pitt say anything
Yeah.
to me, I cannot hear them.
Okay, because you're like inhabiting.
I am blind and deaf right now.
Oh dear.
But
They know that, right? They're like,
Yeah.
they're on watch.
I should thank you anyway, but
Tail tattle is the thing.
Yeah, Tailtale. Yeah, you can just call him Tail. Tael. Tatl.
T-A-E-O.
Telltale.
And the bartender, whose name you still haven't
The
asked
two
for,
fingers from Majora's Mask.
Nothing to do with that ground.
sort of disappears into a back room, like a space for private meetings. And he was in there for a while, and the other people inhabiting the room, there's 5, they're sort of like indiscriminately, or that's not the word, like not obviously like super gendered. They're all like the same size and like the same amount of beefy.
Just like clones? Or not, they're just like, they just look very similar? to
Yeah,
each
they
other?
look similar.
Okay.
I said 5, right? I
Yeah.
did say that. But eventually the bartender comes back and says, Hulk, you follow me. And he brings you into the back room he disappeared into. We're going to hit pause on that. And then he comes back to Iz and he says, state your case. Well, how much do you know?
I know that all I have built my whole life has been taken, and that now all my use can go to something new. And I would like to help you.
And it's
Sad eyes.
like puppy dog eyes. That's not. He says that's not enough. How do you know Hulk? How are you acquainted?
We met a while ago. And we traveled together. And shared
Why?
many
Where are you
meals.
from?
Mountains that are no longer there.
He sort of like shares a sidelong glance with one of his compatriots. And I think as you like spend more time around these people, you realize that they're all like not like identical exactly, but they like definitely are related. Like maybe it's like a set of quadruplets or something. I don't know. What is 5? What is the
Quintuplets.
quintuplets? Yes, thank you.
Am I too short?
No.
Okay.
Hulk has proven himself already. I don't know why you're here. We told him to come alone, and you're welcome if you give us a good enough reason, but
Hope was already out.
you speak in riddles now. Yes.
Riddles? I can show you. And then I pull out like a map drawing of what my tea plantation used to look like.
Yes, but I don't know how that means you know of us or should come in contact with my family.
Okay.
Okay. And he points at 2 of the barbacks. He says, "Watch him." And then the rest of the group, so 3 of the quintuplets. Quintuplets.
Yeah.
And the bartender go into the back room.
Do I feel tattle on my shoulder, like?
Hmm?
Yeah.
I feel that
It's like
they're
a
sitting there?
warm little weight.
Is it coming? So it's I can
Yeah,
feel it coming
tail-
to me
tail
to
tattle is
the
with you.
room? Okay.
All right. So, do you do anything?
Stare at the barbacks.
Okay. They stare back. They're super creepy looking.
Am I matching that?
No. You're pretty close. You are like a spooky old man. Spooky, but these people look like unnatural.
Like demonic?
No, like artificial.
They're test tube babies.
Perhaps. But Hulk, you are in a back room, and it's set up like an office. There's a whole wall devoted to a bookshelf, and it's just tomes and tomes of like really old like books that their binding is falling apart. There's a pretty Spartan chair and a side table. So it's a place of like, and it's like sparsely decorated. It's a place of knowing, but it's not like particularly like comfy lair sort of deal. It has a in the stone wall. It's the symbol is inscribed like just like 5 feet, like you could stand in it and put your arms out and you'd be in the circle. And he gestures to you to sit as he pulls some chairs from like a corner of the room, a closet, a chest or something, and says, Okay. You have privacy. I'm not convinced by your friend. I understand that you vouch for him, but these things are too important to leave to chance. We've already taken a great risk, but since you have proved yourself so far, without a doubt, we have a proposition for you. And he says, we were once many more people. We were stationed here and in almost every city on the continent, but the earthquakes and all of the recent problems have taken our number down considerably, and those of us left are not. I feel like you've infected me. Those that are left are the lore keepers who have not seen battle since I was a child, and then my generation. My father was part of us too, but he was killed in the earthquake here, as were a great many of our last team. It says, we need strength, and we'd like to extend an invitation to you to join the Circle of Eight, which is already a D&D thing, and I just realized that, and we're just going to ignore it. It doesn't exist.
Got it.
The
No
Circle
more
of
needs
Eight
to be said.
exists.
It's like a what? Mm-hmm.
The Circle of Eight exists.
Yeah, it's like
in
already
D&D.
a D&D lore thing, but I'm
Never heard of
skipping
it. Cool.
I only thought to Google it today. I feel like, is this something that already is? And it already is, and it is in D&D.
It is.
Perhaps, if he can prove his worth, your companion can join our number too, but it used to be a family affair. But we simply don't have the numbers we used to, and if our mission is to be completed, we need help.
What exactly is your mission?
He looks very solemn for a second, and then he stands up, goes to the bookshelf, and pulls out a book. And you are like relaying all this to Pitt.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I god mod a little? Can you just be like a radio? Like the voices coming out of your mouth are not yours. Like you're not talking in you're not like summarizing, you're like it's like coming to them through you.
It could just be like a whisper, so there's no tones, so that way they don't like. I'm just repeating everything. God, that's kind of creepy, but at the same time, it's very Crowder.
It's October. It is the tis the
whisper,
season.
so there's no tongue?
Tone.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's not like you don't hear
Yeah, in order,
it's just a monotone, like the words that are being said.
No, it's right. In order to do this, Crowder has pulled down so he can't like.
I hate that a lot.
See your,
the glasses make that very unsettling.
Oh. Do they really?
You look like an alien. Protruding.
Hold on,
okay.
here we go.
I liked it more like the alien.
I don't. It's distracting.
He's going for a book now. He's going over to pick the book. They're called the Circle of Eight.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
That's it.
There's
That's
your
horrifying.
No. Well, I mean, I am a warlock.
Yes, it's horrifying. The bartender. You still haven't asked his name?
No.
Okay.
I'll ask it later.
I'm like, please ask because it's gonna slip out.
Yeah.
He takes definitely one of the more ancient volumes out of the bookshelf, from one of the higher shelves, and he lays it before you and says, I don't know Mo. I don't know Mo. I don't know how much you know, but a long time ago, almost beyond the reach of anyone's memory, even the races that live the longest, a sundering happened. The world was unnaturally ripped apart by a group of people who ultimately had good intentions, but in doing so committed a grave sin, and we are their descendants. And he opens the book to an illustration.
Could he say they're the descendants of the ones who
Summoned the anchors, yeah.
yeah. So they're like the descendants of the priestly monk people. Okay, sorry.
It says, not the descendants of all. I think much of the history is lost to time, but only a few came to justly regret their actions and broke off from the rest shortly after the sin was committed. Gods were taken. They, through an unnatural means, a power that no being who walks the earth should possess. They were imprisoned in physical forms, and we have lived with that guilt for centuries. And the time has come to end their imprisonment. So it is our task to release these gods from their cages. And he shows you the book. It's written the same as the like the drawings or like the decorations on the wall of the temple that you were just in. Mm-hmm. Like it shows the monk people, and it shows them like around a great altar. Mm-hmm. Like a great stone altar in a very like hugely decorated room as they like are supplicating themselves before like a great ball of light. Mm-hmm.
It's the soup. He's showing us a picture of the soup.
There's a spoon.
Yeah, Keg, I don't know, Keg, if you could hear that, but I just said it's the soup. He's showing us a picture of the soup.
Nice.
It says, so we right the sins of our parents. We have some of their ways. It's a strength that has been passed down, and it is simply no longer enough. We must, however, thank you for your service in the harbor. We heard reports of activity. I don't know what you know, and you will be questioned on that soon. But
I don't relay this information.
Okay.
Specifically the part about them not being the ones who killed the anchor.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Does Crowder just stop talking?
No, probably I make something up instead. Like...
How do you reconcile the fact that you're not going to relay this information to the like?
Well, I mean, I'm just narrating like what's going on. I'm like,
wait, if I go closer to the book, I might be able to get a better like view of the soup. Wait, no, never mind. It's not important. Anyways, they were talking about killing the anchor at the harbor.
He says the world is breaking. And it is because the gods. You called them anchors. We've called them other things through the years. But they are the keystones of this continent. And as the longer that they are imprisoned, the more broken the world becomes. But when they are released, those bonds are changed significantly, and it causes much problems. It's an unfortunate side effect, but it's a sacrifice that will be made.
Yeah, let's do it.
How did you come to know of this? I know that you were in the crypts below us after the earthquake, but there's still so much that that remains about your journey. How did you know to go to the harbor?
Well, we when we were down in the crypts, I guess is what you called it. It was weird. Those of us who were trapped, we all, well, I don't know if we all did. I did at least. Heard this weird voice in my head, like a faint thing. It sounded very old and smart.
You spoke to it.
It was in my head, coming through the rubble, I guess.
He's just...
And I heard it mention...
His eyeballs, they're like increasing dramatically in size.
And I couldn't make out much, but I heard it say... I heard something say, harbor. My brother's in the harbor.
Okay. There's one more thing I must ask you. If you were in the crypts of Ladova at that time, you could have run into our last remaining team. Huh?
Nothing. That has just been eating at me this whole time. I'm so glad you're saying it. Continue. I'm sorry.
Those were the last of our people who truly knew everything. Unfortunately, they couldn't impart all of their wisdom to us before they passed, but it sort of drops a little bit of this like serious demeanor, and you see less of this sort of like historian, like racked with guilt of the years, and you just see like someone who's like has a like a deep question. He says, my family was down there. My parents were lost in those crypts, and we don't know what happened. We went to recover them and found only bodies of them, of the anchor, but their wounds were not made by such a beast. They were much more contemporary items, and obviously you weren't the only ones to fall below, but you had to have seen something.
I did see... You remember that dancer from the backhoe I mentioned earlier?
Yes.
She seemed to be... She was with us at the beginning. She seemed to be frothing, chomping at the bit to get... Something seemed to overcome her, and she kept on talking about killing people. She disappeared. It's the last I ever saw her. Did she find her body down there? She seemed pretty bloodthirsty. I don't know if she was in shock or something, or she was hiding something from the rest of us, or she was there for the anchor herself.
He nods and sort of that vulnerable part of him leaves again, and he goes back to his much more like tactical posture. And he says, "You'll forgive me if I don't trust your friend yet. We cannot afford to fail, and if you weren't with your companions the entire time you were in the crypts, then they cannot be trusted. You have the pelt of one, and we assume that no one else could have done what needed to be done in the harbor because of your great strength and prowess. But this is for now, an invitation that is extended to you only.
Gotcha.
You have time to think about it. I've been instructed to relay this much information to you and answer any questions that are within my power to answer. And after that, we will be in contact again when the decision has been
Wait,
made.
he knows that there are 5 of us, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He hasn't heard the whole story, and he's making the reasonable assumption that somebody, like, he trusts Hulk because Hulk has the
Okay.
fur of the anchor, but he doesn't know if any of his companions were responsible for the deaths of his little SWAT team.
Right.
And he doesn't think that. Well, I mean, it was more than his parents, but we're just gonna be dramatic. He doesn't think that like one sprite could take them all on her own.
He'd be wrong. She was badass.
Yes, but he sort of closes the book, sets it aside, and settles back in his chair. Says, "It's your turn now."
My turn?
Yes.
Do what?
Do you have questions?
Yeah, what's next for, which one are you going to go after next? Do you know where they are?
We do. We have found others and dealt with them appropriately. That information, I think, can wait.
Okay.
But there is another near here in the old castle. We have recovered some maps, and we are planning a I want to say heist. Heist is not the word. It's an assault in the coming weeks, before the next full moon is Halloween. And we simply don't have the strength that we need, so we have come to you.
So you want me to go after the anchor god or whatever you call them?
Well, we want you to join us in going after.
Oh, okay.
There are some left. I would be with you, and so would these. He doesn't seem to like his companions very much.
So how many of you are there left other than you and these the twins? 5 twins? 2 twins and a half?
It says we are the last I guess the last of the regiment here. Our leaders are no longer quite capable of battle. There are others in other cities, but with the recent problems, it has been more and more difficult for us to communicate as the sort of infrastructure is disintegrating as the world does.
Okay.
After we deal with our task here, we plan to go to other cities and finish what was started and find out how many of us are left. But what you see here is as far as we know, the last.
Okay. So, when do I need to decide by?
There's more deciding to be done. You have time on your own, but I think I've been instructed to have you wait. We would like to know your quarters if you are in the city for a while, and we will contact you. I think. It is not my decision. solely my decision.
Understood. Well, I have an apartment,
Okay.
and if I go out of town, should I tell you? You're just gonna leave like a note or something? Or...
We will be in contact with you.
Okay.
And he stands up and sort of brusquely signifies that the conversation is finished.
Can I grab one of those books to take with me to read up?
No.
Okay.
These are valuable. Not just for what they carry, but for the history that they represent. They are, in some cases, the only record we have left.
You don't trust me with them?
No.
Well, I guess that's... You didn't just meet me. That makes sense. Well,
He nods.
guess it's time to go then.
And he opens the door and holds it open for you.
Thanks, brother. Hey, I never caught your name.
Morg.
Morg?
Part dwarf. I'm named for my grandfather. He was a dwarf.
Morg.
His middle name's Anne.
Morg and...
That's not true. Yeah.
Well, thanks, Morg.
Do not. We trust you not to share this with others.
No way, brother.
Okay.
Well, I guess we'll be seeing you.
Good hunting.
What am I supposed to say back to that?
And also with your spear. No, and you just say good
And
hunting.
also with your spirit. Good hunting to you too, Morg.
Close enough.
Come on, Iz, let's get out of here.
And as you guys...
Wait, you guys were like away, right?
Yeah.
I thought I had time to talk to the barbacks. Or was that like...
I thought you were just staring at them.
Oh, I want to ask, are you related?
One of them, the one like directly across from you goes, yes.
My grandchildren looked so similar. They all had the same nose. My nose. Until the
Your poor
earthquake.
grandchildren.
They... Sigh.
They crush their noses.
And the rest of themselves.
The rest.
But do you have anything else?
Has your family ever been affected by the earthquakes?
Yes, we lost much of our family 2 weeks ago.
Iz starts crying. Sad grandpa tears.
This like blank rock is still staring at you, like not blinking at all.
Where were you when they passed?
Not there.
That's not easy.
No.
That's probably the length of the conversation.
Okay. Alright, so you... I hate it.
He's been like that for a minute.
You both exit the Serpent's Maw, unless you have other business.
Is that supposed to mean something?
Maw
Okay,
means
the
mouth.
mouth of the serpent.
They're coming back. They're coming out of the place.
And the door ominously swings shut behind you as the lights are extinguished. And
The door was swinging ominously as they left.
And you hear the lock of a deadbolt as those inside sort of finish packing up. Where do you guys go?
Back
Ooh,
to...
wait. I think I can talk through, or not. I can just tell Tail Tattle to do it. Tail Tattle whispers in your ear, just make sure you're not being followed.
good idea.
Do you say that out loud?
That's a good idea.
Absolutely says that out loud.
9 o'clock, by the way.
Yes, thank you.
I guess we'll just go back to whatever that bar was that we were just at.
Okay.
Do you check to see if you're being followed?
Yeah.
You're being followed.
Okay. Who? By who?
You can't tell. You just see that there's a there's a shadow that shouldn't be there. If you know what I mean. Like there's definitely like a humanoid somewhere like waiting 20 or 30 paces behind you.
Okay. What-
Like dressed in black and sort of furtively glancing at you.
It's like
They're new to this apparently. They're not very good at it.
If they're furtively glancing at it, they're like looking like.
No,
It's like
like
flirtily.
no, not flirtily.
like,
Furtive is like,
it's like
Squirrely.
yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Thank you.
I ain't gonna walk back.
Adjectives.
I'll go back to my apartment. You guys can turn invisible, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that idiot Pitt's with you though.
You know we can turn him invisible.
I don't repeat that.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, turn invisible. Do you
Yeah.
know where I live?
No.
I think.
Oh,
You chucked a beer
Yeah.
at me from a balcony, but
Yeah.
I was under the impression that you broke into someone's house.
Oh. I don't have my map, so I don't know.
do you have like? Are you rolling? I need you to roll to be sneaky.
Okay.
I don't know what that would be.
Like,
It's one of these bookmarks.
well, couldn't I just be like talking to?
Question.
Stealth and dexterity.
What's up, Keg?
Is Crowder still like sitting by us, telling us what the hell's going on?
No, I'm like, I have said to y'all, I'm gonna talk to Hulk for a second.
So like you just walked away?
No, I'm still sitting here, but I'm not relaying any information.
You've just gone quiet for a while.
Unless you want me to narrate both sides of this conversation creepily.
Right, but you've just gone quiet.
Yes.
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm also blind
Okay.
and deaf, so I can't do anything.
Pitt is aggravated because you're quiet. He wants to like shake you furiously,
Does he?
like a radio that stopped.
I slap at your hands whenever you try that.
Okay.
How loud?
Well, like,
Okay.
Okay.
What kind of like check is it?
I'm trying to figure out because dexterity is like
survival.
stealth, but
I think
that
you're
seems like
thinking wisdom.
physical
No,
stealth.
stealth is also like it's any kind of stealth.
All right.
Yeah.
Dexterity.
Okay, so 13 or 14.
Okay. You're not sprinting.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It seems very in character for Hulk to not have an inside voice.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this is.
yeah, bro.
Wait, no. He'd be excellent at whispering because he has to telegraph all his wrestling moves.
Yeah. That's a good point. It's kind of like
Yeah.
body language, though.
Like almost like a performance even.
All right. Break.
Well,
9 o'clock. Get
Yeah.
your snacks.
Yeah.
Pee.
Schnacks.
Yes.
I leveled Almanaster up,
Wonderful.
but
I don't think I've ever seen Hulk Hogan whisper though.
Exactly.
I'm now trying to decide.
You don't have to whisper if there's a crowd of screaming people around you.
Oh yeah.
Because
That's
my idea was that she was going to be Way of the Open Hand.
Mm-hmm.
Just because Way of the Open Hand is cool. I'm
It's
like,
super
fuck
badass,
Way of the
yeah.
Open Hand. However, I've been thinking that maybe Way of Shadow is like more appropriate
Whoa.
because she's like an agent of these.
Well, so, I mean, that's a question I wanted to ask you. And we could talk about it privately or in the group. But, like, only some of the monks split off?
Yeah.
Excellent.
By the way, did I hear you right? Is this potentially the last anchor left alive?
No.
Oh.
Not the last. That wasn't, I mean...
Yeah, it sounds
maybe.
like there are several.
But it
dead.
sounds like they have dealt with some of them.
Okay.
There are 8.
You said that there were. You said something about this one being the last one, but I'm guessing you meant in the area.
Yeah. No. Because they have to, like, go to other places. They talk about going to other places after dealing with the one in Ladova. The last is them. Like, they don't know how many of their order are left.
Oh.
Because their
You're
sort
going
of
on
lines
an
of secret
adventure.
communication have broken down. You can decide if Almanaster like stayed true to like her oaths and
Yes.
stayed with the original order, or
Yes.
if she
But I think she's
splintered off.
I think she's like their
or
shadow agent.
Third option.
I think she is the third option is like their shadow agent to go like either infiltrate and destroy or just straight up destroy the splinter group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Intrigue.
Not that she like directly exists.
No, I mean like she. I think she existed.
Yeah.
So like, you are indirectly shaping like parts of it.
Also, if Bullard dies, someone is laying in wait.
Oh yeah.
So
I don't want Bullard to die.
I don't either, but like he's a little dude,
He's so cool.
and he is in way over his head and capabilities.
No, I love the Bullard character.
Nah, fuck that kid.
Thanks, Pitt.
Anyway, that was actually shitty, and I'm sorry. I promise
that was
I have
cool.
a dungeon planned, but
I
I
like that.
had to front load it a little bit.
Monopolize all that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've tried to.
No, man, a lot of this story is
Come on,
hinging
Dad.
around your character right now.
Yeah.
It's just natural. No, but yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking about, because I haven't touched her in 2 levels or something. I just had to level her up twice. And I was like, oh shit, well, I'm not going to give her open hand just because it doesn't feel right. But I want to pick open hand because open hand is cool. It's like, alright, but like thinking about it narratively and shaping this character the way that CG has been shaping the campaign, I think that like Ninja Monk works better.
Okay. I mean, you can make whatever decision you want. I think it's like equally in character for her to pick something a little bit more bombastic. And the Splinter group is like shady now, but I don't think they were necessarily like, when there were more of them, I think it was much more like
Yeah.
out in the open.
Like, I still wish she'd be able to, like, punch somebody across a room, like the way the open hand can, but I might pick Way of the Shadow just because it...
Dude, Way of the Shadow is fucking cool as shit.
I wish you could multi-class.
You can
pick
teleport
subclasses,
between
like,
shadow.
I think that'd be super cool.
Yeah.
Like, definitely.
To, like, pick
Like
open
OP.
hand and
Yeah.
Shadow, yeah.
Do
Yeah,
you want
like-
the fan?
Multi-class has a.
I don't care.
I don't
The only
know.
reason I'd actually want the fan off is just for audio quality, which is, like, so annoying.
Hey, Dustin, there's a bunch of.
I can deal with being
coffee
cold.
here, by the
I'm
way.
gonna.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna take
Thanks,
the
man.
coffee.
I
I'm
can
gonna
deal
take you
with
up on
being
that.
cold.
Yeah, it's pretty. There's a lot. So.
But yeah, Aiden, I can cast Enlarge on you, and you do more damage,
That's dope.
and you're big.
That's cool.
Or I can cast Reduce on an enemy, and then their Davidian can't do as much damage.
So, like, what is it? It, like, changes the ability scores or something?
So if I cast Enlarge on you, you have advantage on strength checks and saving throws, and you get to add like a D4 or D6 or something to your
Whoa.
your damage rolls.
It's pretty big. Big or not.
Yeah. And then the same is true if I reduce something.
Hmm.
They have disadvantage on strength checks and abilities, and
Cool.
do less damage. But I can also do it on like doors,
Is it just
boulders, and objects. It doesn't have to just be creatures.
Hmm.
What were you saying, Keg?
That was my question, if you could do it on inanimate objects.
Yeah. Like I could make your saddle too big for your horse.
Could you make the road too big for my old town?
I could make a brick in the road larger or smaller.
Hmm.
I could make the pot for your soup bigger, but not make more soup.
You could definitely not make the soup bigger, though.
Oh my god, you can make Allstate giant.
Yes. For a period of time.
Oh, wait. Do you have to see it to make it larger?
Yeah, I have to be able
Do
to
you
target
have
it.
medicine for like stomachs?
Oh, that's a shame.
Not like Advil. Hard.
It'd be so cool if we were close to an anchor and you could just, like, blow it up and then we know where it was.
That
Yeah.
I can just sit here.
I'm sorry, if I had my other backpack, I could give you some Pauto, but
Yeah, I
I
have
don't.
so much stuff for like stomachs and
Yeah.
digestion at my house now.
Steven,
Yes.
Thank you.
have you tried the beer yet?
It's in my fridge and I keep meaning to, but I haven't.
Sorry.
Okay. Because we're not brewing tomorrow, clearly.
Yes, it's kind of funny looking, the beer.
Okay.
I swear there's like that same film that was on top of the bucket is kind of on top of the beer.
Sounds appetizing.
Maybe, we'll see.
Hey, man, I'm down to try any beer once.
Yeah.
Twice, I don't know. We'll see.
What was your thought just now?
There's beer in my fridge
Oh, nice.
from last session.
I've been drinking for the last 5 hours, so.
Whoa, dude. Wasted. Dustin, are you in the kitchen?
I am.
Could you get a beer out of the fridge?
Do you want me to?
Yes.
Which kind?
I don't,
One big beer, I think.
I don't know. Was it just one beer?
With one big beer.
One beer to rule them all.
Giant.
Stephen Kress.
If it's one I left there, open it over the sink.
Scorpion style cocktail.
That's not, yeah.
Okay.
Keg says open it over the sink.
This one?
If it's one of our beers, that's my only
I don't
concern.
know what that is.
What's the
It's
cap?
a Grim Mosaic Pop.
Yeah, but if it's got a red cap, it's ours.
Yep, red cap.
Okay.
What flavor was that?
That was the triple, maybe?
Oh, jeez.
Wait, you want me to open this?
I mean, if you guys want some beer.
Over the sink.
Wait. Don't open it yet.
Don't open it, okay.
Will you pass that in there for beer? Get all your glasses ready, because the faster you pour it out of the bottle.
Oh, we're.
Steven, can I turn this pot off?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to.
I'm glad I remembered this.
Thank you.
Alright. Who else wants a drink?
Me.
No.
It's not. Remember, it's not very good.
Do you want a beer?
No.
Do you want a beer? I don't want a beer. Thank you.
I have never had beer that y'all made that I dislike.
Well, welcome to beer that we've made that you're not gonna like.
You're always your worst critic.
We've made disgusting beer the past like brew and a half. So,
Brewing out.
Okay, everybody who's ready has cups?
you have my mug in there.
Partaking.
So
The black mug I handed to you.
Black mug, okay.
Yes, thank you.
Alright. Bottle opener.
You don't like necessarily pour the beer fast. You just need to make sure you don't like dilly dally around, or else it'll bubble up out of the top.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Also, sorry you weren't super involved in that. I was trying to roleplay.
I feel like I said that after someone.
It worked. I was trying to roleplay Iz.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't want you to feel like excluded. I was trying to hand it to you, but I didn't want to like. It was like it's not realistic because they'd be like, yes, stranger who we told not to show up, come in.
Right.
But I felt like if you like made a good case, they would have let you. But I mean, I was in your hands.
Here, give me the...
It's still like
I just want
doesn't
everybody
know.
to have a chance to.
Yeah. Isn't sure like what to do
Okay.
because wants to like everybody to just like end everything so that it was supposed to have been the right way anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And so like ready to just be like following people around and like not
Alright.
like making any active decisions and things because at this point like doesn't think that anything needs to be
Okay. All right. And that's interesting as a character, but I feel like that's like gonna be like hard for you to
do anything,
role play
right?
What do you want to roleplay?
a character
That-
who's totally passive.
Oh.
Yeah. But
Well, I mean, it works if you don't want to like be involved with decision making in the party.
like I think passive in like this part of like just finding out all of this stuff connected and then still
Anybody
like
else
trying
want
to
beer?
figure out
No, thank you.
like not just like
Wait a minute. So you're playing a gnome witcher.
Yes.
Witcher.
It's a video game series, and it's a very similar
Also
attitude.
a book series.
And a book series, thank you, by a Polish author.
Like they're entirely impartial. They're supposed to be like just like nah, not my business. Don't give a shit what happens.
Just pay me. I know, like, I don't mean to like criticize the character you've made. I just want to make sure that like the character is fine. I want to make sure like you as a player have agency and like feel involved.
Yes.
Do you always bring that with you?
Like a,
Why,
yeah. There's one thing if you've decided that your character is going to get dragged along, but
I
I
don't
don't want
cast a
you
lot
to
of
get dragged
spells.
along as well.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just blind the teacher.
Yes, which comes to me in my dreams. The canon that I wrote is that when I dream, Almanaster, who we were just talking about, brings a crystal ball to me like as I'm waking up, and I feel
That's
the
cool.
future. Yes.
Cool.
I forgot we had a couple sessions with Almanaster way back.
Want this back?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sure.
Set it next to the sink.
Okay.
Or do you want me to set it somewhere else?
That is a perfectly acceptable spot. Thank you.
That was fun when Almanaster came in. Is that when we had to do like the performance?
That was the
Like-
second
like
time.
The play? Yeah.
Yes.
That was fun.
That was a funny
And
session.
Oh, that centaur was beast.
Yes, I did my best
Oh,
to make her
bad
a.
fucking centaur.
a
or
bad
something.
actress.
I forget whose color is whose.
I'm black.
I had the right one. Sure. This is so light. There's like.
Do you want some? This is
Single
kind of
drop.
heavy.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea
here.
how much beer is in each of these.
Compare the weight. You can have some of mine if there's
Yes,
more.
this is very. It's a little light. I don't want to like.
One mug
get
might
fizz
be heavier
everywhere,
than
though.
the other.
Keg, are you drinking beer over there?
Yeah, I was sick for half of my trip up here, but like
What
the
kind of
first
sick?
day I got here, I bought a 30 rack of PBR because it was really cheap.
CG is beaming at you right now.
And so I have like 16 PBRs to drink in the next 2 days, so we'll see what happens.
Wait, how much is really cheap for PBR? Like under 15?
It was like, well, it was a 30 rack for $17.50, which I think is a pretty good price.
Yeah. Where are you? again?
Considering it's Michigan and you have to like pay a premium for cans and
Oh,
bottles
yeah,
to
the
like because you can return them.
I like grew up with that. It doesn't seem like weird. They have that in New York too. It seems weird, like not charging it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's lame that everywhere isn't that way. But anyway, so I was sick most of the time up here. But today, like I said, I've been drinking since maybe 4:30. Because I had to work for like 3 hours this morning at like midnight to like 3 in the morning, and then I had to work another like 3 hours midday. But anyways, then I got back off my shift and started to drink, and then we went out. My boss bought us some shots, and we had some beers and burgers, and now I'm hanging out. So whatever.
What part of Michigan are you in?
I'm on like Western Michigan, so you know where St. Joe is, about like in between St. Joe and South Bend. So about an hour from Chicago, half an hour from South Bend.
Cool.
By the way, I do not hate this, but I don't really like it either.
Told you.
And it's right in the middle.
It's a shitty beer. I mean, for a home brew, it's not very good for us, but it's drinkable.
It's better than the Saison.
Oh yeah, that Saison is like I want to be plastered before I
I
sip
don't
it.
know what to do with it all, man. I keep trying to drink like a bottle, and it's like, ugh. And it's not like I have the caloric needs to just afford to drink a bunch of beer I don't like.
That's true.
If I
Have you tried to water it down with some other cheap beer?
no, I don't. keep
Just
cheap
an idea.
beer,
Like
yeah.
grab yourself a 6-pack of something that's really cheap, and then like half and half.
You think?
I think so,
I
yeah.
think I'd rather drink a Bud Light than this.
Really?
Yeah.
Steven, I think I'd agree.
I'd rather...
And like I don't care about you guys saying bad things about our creation because it is a bad creation.
Neither do I. It's a work in progress.
It
Not
kinda
all
tastes
art
like
is
all
good
the
art.
things that you hate about dark chocolate.
Like bitterness.
Like
No.
every single part of I love dark chocolate, but every once in a while I'll just like eat it and like my mouth will taste like sadness. And I don't want to say that this beer tastes like sadness, but it tastes like all of like the parts of dark chocolate that I put up with to like eat dark chocolate, I guess.
I love dark chocolate.
Yeah, it's like all these.
Same.
I had a dark chocolate Klondike today.
Dank.
Does that wait? That sounds really good. Is it like it's the
It's
ice cream
okay.
dark chocolate, or is it still like vanilla ice cream on the inside?
Yeah, it's still vanilla ice cream on the
I like
inside,
vanilla ice cream.
but
It's vanilla.
it's the dark
It's like
chocolate shell, which
It's
is
like-
pretty good.
It's like cream ice cream.
Yes.
Like it has like I like.
It
It's-
is not vanilla.
No, it's not vanilla. It's just like milk.
Yeah. It's like its own thing.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's not quite vanilla-ish, but I mean,
What is it called?
it's not chocolate ice
Or
cream.
like
either.
almost ice cream dessert thing.
Oh, the thing that Dairy Queen uses because they're not allowed to say that they
No.
serve ice cream.
Why are they not? What?
Oh, the
Because
soft
it's
serve?
not- It doesn't have enough cream in it in order to actually be ice cream.
Hmm.
So that's why they're the frozen.
It's basically
Dairy
soft
Queen.
serve,
I
right?
don't know if it's
Like-
the cream content in it. I think it just doesn't have flavoring other than like whatever's in it, like sugar.
Klondike, yeah.
Yeah, because it does. It's not like particularly vanilla
Yeah.
or anything. If you just like you look it out of the shell, like
Like,
Caroline
really
does,
good
because she
vanilla
doesn't
ice
like
cream
didn't
is
like
just
chocolate
like-
for years. It's like definitely not vanilla ice cream. I didn't like chocolate, but I really liked the Klondike ice cream, so I'd like lick it out of all the shell.
I've dealt with the Klondike shell for the ice cream.
Yeah.
Because I don't really know.
She said Fredo.
Like Alfredo's cousin?
Oh, is it? Dude, that,
Almost.
look, right? Trust me, you
good.
can mess up a box.
5 minutes, guys.
5 minutes.
Also, Crowder, you still have that puzzle box, right?
I do. Yeah.
All right. You get 10 mistakes, and if you get 10 mistakes, it resets.
Okay.
And you can. I have it up if you want to like give it a shot, or if you want to
Yeah.
give it a shot as a group. You're welcome to.
I'm like, this puzzle is just. It took me about 3 tries before I even realized what the numbers meant.
Okay, good, because it's like that's what I mean. Like you have this puzzle. I mean, like you can Google
Yeah.
it if you want to cheat. But like you have this box. You have this box, and like this is representative of the puzzle on it. But you have to like figure out how to do the puzzle and then how to solve it.
Okay. Can you
Um,
send me the seed
Yeah,
number?
What's the puzzle like?
it's
Sudoku.
Sudoku, but with just blocks instead of.
Is it like Picross?
It is Picross, yeah.
Yes.
What is that?
It's
It's a
Sudoku but with
wonderful
blocks.
game that I played.
It's
with
also
CG.
crack. I love it so much. I'm so addicted to it.
So
Yeah, I'll do that later.
there's like a storyline behind it too.
Not all of them, but
Well,
that
this
one
is
is the
more
storyline.
intense. So like,
Matt asked me if I wanted to go
It's like
to
fill-in.
when he was going to be in
Thanks.
town. By the way, Higgy's going to be in town.
yes.
Matt Higgy Higgs.
So excited.
He asked me if I could go to the magazine
Oh,
district.
wow, I got.
And I was like,
great.
the fuck is the magazine district? He means District Donuts on magazine.
Oh.
And I was like, I've never heard of that. And he goes, it's really good. He sent me a link to District Donuts on magazine. I was like, oh,
Is that going to be Wednesday? Or
You should have
Thursday?
just said go to
Wednesday.
District Donuts on magazine.
yeah. Well, he said the magazine district. And I
Yes.
was like, oh.
That's an error part.
Dustin, pop in next door if you go there to
Yeah.
Stein's and look
I
at
was gonna
some
say,
of their
if you
meads
want
and
that, just
beer.
Yeah, I would not waste my calories on District.
Mhm.
With
They
Steins
do
right
it.
next door.
They do have really good donuts.
With what next door?
Steins.
Steins.
Steins? What is
I
Steins?
think it's Jewish
Uh,
deli.
very, very good sandwiches and a beer selection to rival any beer selection in the state.
That's saying something.
Yes.
And mead. They have mead.
Oh, okay. Messaging Matt.
If you want to go to Steins right next door and see it, instead of
Gotta
getting
bring
a
it to be
big,
outside.
overcomplicated, big ass donut that's not
That
really
isn't
even
that
worth the
good.
money.
Yeah.
No.
I think their donuts are really. I think they're
How do you spell it?
they're solid.
They're really
SCDI
good,
and-
but
What?
they're only good once or twice, and then it's like
Yeah.
I just want a fucking Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like I maybe
Well,
have
big
maxed
coffee
out.
though.
I want to ship these, but I don't want.
Huh?
I want to ship this donut, not a Krispy Kreme. I mean, I like Krispy Kreme.
I could see wanting one though if I didn't live here and I knew about them and
Yeah.
was gone for months or a year or so. I'd come in and be in town and might want one. But other than that, I think I'd go out of my way to get a district donut.
Unless you're splitting it 1/4. So people used to always pick up District to go to the to bring in to the aquarium. It's like, oh well, I guess this is kind of cool because I can only eat 1/4 of this big complicated ass donut.
Yeah.
And I'll say that their donuts that
Yeah,
are
that's
all
true.
dressed up are good.
Yeah.
Like if you just give
That's
it like a
all
regular
like
cinnamon
glazed
sugar,
or something. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Cinnamon rolls.
extremely
it is
intense.
good. But like when people say they want District donuts, they want that wedding cake one and the peanut butter and jelly one and the other
No.
one.
Mhm.
I've never deviated from like
They have a location in Vegas.
district donuts.
Yeah, in one of the hotels, they took a bunch of different restaurants or
Pretty sure
donut
it
shops,
started-
whatever, from all over the country, and they opened a few of them in a hotel or casino in Vegas.
They
Yes.
they have one in beautiful Lakeview as well. The Harrison Ave. Nice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I went. Yeah, that one.
Oh
there.
man, a date. So
All right, so
Their
you guys
sliders are really good too.
You
If you
guys
go to for
are
lunch. Sorry.
starting now.
I'm here for it.
Sorry for interrupting me.
It's good.
You
Is that your
are
spellcasting focus?
have
Hell yeah.
met back up at Hog's apartment. You how
Is this the same apartment that you chucked me a Pixie Light
Yeah.
from? Okay.
Pixie
Um,
Well, that was
how
nice.
do you guys like enter it?
From the back.
She
No.
came in through the bathroom window. Sorry, there were like 4 times
Like
earlier
the
that you
night
said something
in that video.
I wanted to like turn back into the song that you were referencing that you didn't know you were referencing.
What song was I referencing?
Oh, I don't know. There was like just
Oh,
3 different
okay.
like, song lyrics where you guys always find your like I don't know
Memes.
other nerdy
Yeah.
meme stuff. I'm always like, oh look, that's a song lyric. Sorry, continue.
It's honestly less cringe-worthy than memes all the time, 24/7.
If Crowder leaves us in the back, I'll go the back.
Okay.
Well, so more what I actually thought was that we should like wait for an undisclosed amount of time. No, I have to say it out loud. Why I say undisclosed? We should wait for a certain amount of time that is agreed upon.
A now disclosed amount of time.
And now disclosed amount of time, and then like go knock like we had a meeting with him or something like that.
Okay.
So like I don't know, an hour.
Okay.
I can play Tiddlywinks for an hour. but not with the tensor disc.
Yeah.
That's too big and obvious.
What's that?
Tensor disc?
Yeah.
The disc that floats above the ground
Yeah,
that
I
you guys
created a
play
big
with.
disc off the ground that's supposed to be used
It's
for.
not a real life.
for
That's a
Magic,
D&D.
right?
I mean,
well,
it's
it's supposed to
magic,
be used for
yeah.
carrying like chests and heavy things, but so far I've used it to carry Majacaries, which didn't need the tensor's disc, and we've
I
used
mean,
it.
yeah, they were heavy.
But they floated on their own.
Yeah, but they were heavy. Like,
It was
like
cooler with the disc.
It was
it was
cooler,
more like
yeah.
it was more like they were like magically insulated.
Yes.
Like you still had to pick them up and move them if you were gonna take them anywhere. They just weren't gonna get broken.
And then we also used it as like a road trip game. But anyway,
All right, so
Crowder had a good plan. We wait an hour.
all right, Holgan is. You guys, I guess, are in the house. Do you have anything to say to each other?
Just
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I think I'll wait for the group to talk about it.
And then you crack open
Wait,
a
wait,
pixie
wait.
light.
we
guys-
haven't shown up
You have
yet.
some Pixie Light lying around?
Yeah.
I, by the way, have proficiency and a deck of cards.
Nice.
You have proficiency in tech
I have
cards.
a gaming set proficiency
Oh.
or
Is this the one
something.
that I have?
It's very useful.
Oh, I have 3 Dragon Ante.
What?
I'm not totally sure what it is. It's you can buy
Hey,
it in,
Mando.
like real life, like Wizards of the Coast sells a card game. You can
Okay.
There's a way to roll,
But
but we won't do that.
I'll play. Point is, we passed the hour by like playing Texas Hold'em.
Okay. You win, and you now have one life.
Oh, you know,
You're not
I didn't-
gonna roll
yeah,
to see who
Crowder
wins?
would not have put in money
Yeah, we
on
don't
it.
have to play for money.
Just joking. You're all in Hog's
Lame.
apartment. Thank you.
But after an hour, we go and knock on
Yeah,
the door.
knocking on his chamber door.
Come up. It's open. Just come on up.
All right, I open the door.
All right.
Can you reach?
Pitt,
Can
open
we
the door.
Pitt kicks the door in.
Little afro hopping up and down.
I imagine that most things in this world are built a little shorter than
They're accessible.
yes.
Everything has 2 doorknobs.
Yeah.
One really high for orcs and one really low for gnomes and hobbits.
Nice.
Yeah, so you are all chilling in Hog's living room. What's your living room like? What's your house like?
Pretty barren. Like, not like a good bachelor pad. Like a bad one. There's like a bed, like maybe a chair, like nothing on the walls.
Like your whole fridge is 8 6-packs of beer and like
Yeah.
and a dozen eggs and that's it.
Yeah,
So
it's just
hold.
super barren.
I decided I was going to go in on a real estate opportunity with you, but you're kind of scaring me away from it now with the state of your living room. Is that like a year?
What are you talking about?
over there?
It's really nice.
Critters are good to have
I love it.
around. Make good roommates.
Well,
It's true. They kill and eat harmful insects.
Well, Pitt seems to like it, but
Yeah.
you've got me worried. I think I need to see another property.
Wait, what are you talking about? Did we agree to buy?
Yeah, I agreed to finance your real estate venture.
Oh yeah,
That was like last week.
yeah. Well, let's put that in the back burner for now. We'll take care of the monks.
Oh yeah, that is more important.
Don't let
This is a really
fool you, though.
nice place, by the way.
I tell Tail Tattle to circle the
Block.
house.
Circle the perimeter.
Yeah, circle the perimeter.
Like continuously, or just do a sweep?
No, like continuously.
Okay.
What happened to the guy?
Invisible or visible?
Invisible.
Okay.
What happened to the humanoid that
I mean,
followed
did you
us?
ever look? Because you didn't say that you looked.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I guess I figured that role would be for like checking once in a while. Whatever. I don't really. I think he'll lose interest at some point.
Okay.
That's something they just could have done.
Yeah, it's not like they came up.
No.
I would have heard them coming
Yeah.
up. Okay.
But they like
On the disc.
they Tail Tattle will confirm this, but they like followed you at a distance and are kind of
Okay.
like just watching,
Yeah.
spooping.
Hey,
I want to spook back.
Like
Do
kids.
you know they're there? You didn't roll.
No.
Okay.
Spook back.
Hey, there's you got company outside, by the way.
Oh. Yeah, I figured that guy would have followed.
Really? You should invite him in.
No, not that kind of company, Grandpa.
Oh my god.
Let's just like.
What other kind of company is there?
There's the bad kind that you don't want to have at family
Bad
reunions.
company.
Oh, I've heard of Bad Company.
What bad company?
Bad company.
I've just heard about Bad Company. I've heard things about the so-called Bad Company.
Yes.
That you steer clear.
I'm like waiting for like a reference.
Maybe we'll just pretend we'll just throw a beer can out the window once in a while, so he thinks we're just partying. I don't know.
Right.
Is that
It comes
one
in
of those
cans.
Yeah,
Pixie
that's
lights.
This is
Pixie
fantastic.
Yes.
He cracks open another one, throws his old one at the porch window.
You hear like a
Onto the
buffle.
street.
You don't hear it like clatter on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like clatter, clatter, clatter.
You're just alone in the apartment by yourself.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Literally just imagining that at this point Hulk has it like down to a science of just like pick up,
Yeah.
crunch, like with mouth open and then throw.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys
So we'll
know about this now. You know,
Okay.
I guess like a last time on D&D.
Yeah.
You know that these people are like a splinter group of the monks whose temple you were in, where you found the last anchor. You know that there's not that many left, at least in Ladova. You know they've gotten rid of other anchors, so you don't know how many are left. You know that the anchor in Ladova is in under the castle, and you know that like they know someone else was down beneath in Ladova because they had a team that was slaughtered there. Anything else important? Hulk is perhaps going to be initiated, perhaps not. There's some secret shadowy things going on, and you'll find out about it. You will be contacted. Scene.
So it seems to me like the best plan moving forward is for us to go under the Ladova Castle and find the anchor ourselves, so that when Hull gets his call, the rest of us can go lie and wait for Hull to bring the mark down. And then after we beat him up, oh man, never mind. That's a bad plan.
Wait, no, that's,
I'm confused.
That's
Who's
an
calling
amazing plan.
Hulk?
But Hull needs to be initiated first so we can learn more.
No, but that's a great plan.
Oh, learning. I'd love to learn.
No. So what if? Sorry, hold on. I'm getting. Where is Crowder's voice?
It's deeper.
Right, it's deeper. Right.
Dig.
Yep.
So that's a great idea actually, because if we lie in wait, then it makes it look like we're not waiting shit.
Are we going to lie?
Well, no. Fuck.
Lie and wait.
How do you end wait?
No, not that. Fuck. I'm like debating the odds that the dude outside saw us and could recognize us.
Recognize you from what?
Us walking into Hulk's house?
Okay. Like, not like he's seen you before, but we'll see in the future. Got it.
Yeah.
You could describe yourself.
Yes. Yes. Perfect. Okay. So
Everybody
we
knows
lie in
what's
wait.
The rest of the campaign.
We disguise ourselves. We attack them. Okay. And we defeat them except for Hulk and maybe like one other person. And like we drive them off. Further ingratiating Hulk in their midst.
It's a good plan.
Yeah.
Or we could also kill the anchors.
What? But no, that's not what we
need more
agreed
detail
on.
first.
Yeah. We agreed that we would find out a way to send them back without, like, potentially destroying the entire world.
Though, to be fair, I don't think Iz was terribly involved in that conversation. Like, you guys never got what his approach was, because he didn't
Still
say
doesn't
anything. Okay. Well, now you know that he wants to kill them.
Okay, well,
Are we going to defend the anchor in the absence of knowing how the world should be?
what? No, it's not. It's not should. It was just would.
But then what happens to us?
Well, that's the thing.
Well, if you kill the anchors, we're dead. Is what happens to us.
And all of like the children and innocent people across
That's-
the entire land.
That's not accurate.
I mean, isn't it accurate?
No,
they're
that's just one interpretation of what happens when we're gone. We're absorbed into the Great Goomba.
Yes.
We're not dead.
But what?
Our
what
life
about
force is just put to better purpose.
What about the children who aren't ready to be part of the soup? You wouldn't want to put ingredients in the soup before they were ready.
Yeah, you have
It's
to
not
kill
up to
those
them.
onions first.
It's up to the soup.
That's true.
What if they should?
Do you not understand that we're all predestined to be part of the soup?
What if you were destined to have already been part of the soup and not put in too soon?
Well, I mean, that's just like that's just a matter of perspective. Like, if I swing my fist at your face and you dodge it, I could say that you've averted destiny, and you should instead let me punch you in the face, which doesn't make any
Impossible.
sense.
Everything is meant to happen as it happens.
Okay, well, you know, that's one interpretation, but
So should you?
That
let
is
them
how it's
go
been
to
foretold
the
to me.
no. We need to find a way to save the innocent people who live here. Who, yeah.
I don't know if Iz has, like, or, like, you've put this together, but Iz knows that, like, all of the natural disasters, so the earthquake that ruined his town was caused by the death of an anchor.
Mhm.
And it was, like, these people who killed the anchor.
Mhm.
What you choose to do with that information is up to you, but, like, if you kill another anchor, you will put other people in your position.
Mhm.
Okay, just want to make sure that was clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah?
How well have we communicated that to Iz? Because Iz was on the
Iz-
surface.
Iz was on the surface, but Emily was there for that session, right?
Yeah.
And so I believe it was decided
Yeah.
that, like, you guys just relayed everything that you heard to him. But also, like,
Okay.
yeah, like,
He's like
The rest
appears
of the-
to not have made up his mind.
the rest of the party has already had this discussion, and I don't really feel like it needs to be, like, retread again if Iz still does not have a conclusion. Like, that's, like, not a waste of time, but, like, not the most economic use of it. Because we've already had this discussion 3 times.
Yeah.
So they convince Iz.
I mean, no.
That's up
if
to
they
you.
don't decide, if you don't decide, you don't decide. But, like, we've already laid out all of the arguments, and Iz chose to not participate in that conversation. I don't think I understand, like, role playing wise why that might happen now. But, like, I don't have time for that. Sorry. So, like, if you
Continue.
okay, I mean, like, no, like you like
Yeah, you
it's
get,
still
you get
important to know
decide,
where Iz
yeah.
stands on it. I just like never mind.
Just pretend that in character we all have the same discussion again,
Yes.
and then we'll continue.
So,
It continues just a little bit confused, but nods.
Okay.
all right.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys. You are deciding what
Well,
happens
so
next.
my thought is that, I guess if we let them win, then Hulk might be inducted. What was the word? Initiated. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Emaciated.
Yeah.
But Hulk, do you need to be initiated? Like, is there more information you think that we need?
He did. I mean, Morg was saying that there's a whole other network of the rest of the Circle of Eight. So it depends on how deep we want to go.
That's
We
what
can
I'm
stop
saying.
him
Yeah.
Now,
Well, like if
or we could wait.
this is going to be really bad. If we kill them all, they said that there's only like the 6 of them here in town, so we could quite easily just eliminate the ones that are here, and they wouldn't be able to send a message to the others. But then you're not initiated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? No.
Wait. If they're dead, he could be initiated,
And they wouldn't.
and no one would know any better. It'd be the circle of 2, right?
Yeah. If we let one, like, we kill all of them except for one plus Hulk.
The numbers do not correspond to how many of them there are.
Yeah.
And
There are a lot more than 8.
Well, yeah.
I get that. Pitt does not get that.
Okay.
Outside of, well, yeah, but
Because, like, if you had a group and they all got wiped out except for you and one other dude, like, it might seem like a good idea to be like, hey, you're like the last hope. You know, go to the other people.
Yeah.
You know, and then we can kill that guy too.
I kind of like Morg.
I mean, yeah, but like we could leave him alive.
Yeah.
well, I don't really want to kill anybody, but
Yeah, I agree. You have to be. Wait, what does utilitarianism exist in this world philosophy?
I mean, yeah, sure.
But
Okay.
in a world where these anchors are here with us, like, well, they are the closest thing to like meeting a deity that you can.
Yes.
And we met one, and it asked for our help, and then we met another one and failed it and let it get killed. So I kind of feel like for their sakes, and we like owe them our service.
Right.
Well, I don't know if we owe them our service, but like, I think that if you can get deeper in with these people that are trying to kill them, so we can get them from the inside, well, I feel bad about the killing, but maybe it has to be done. So, yeah, I think we should try to get in to the castle first and ambush them. But we'll get into the castle and figure it all out so that we know where to be. Maybe we can talk to the anchor first.
Yeah.
But we need to get in there and figure it out so that when you get the summons, you can let us know, and then we can be at the ready.
It sounds like good.
But so we should take all of them out, but Morg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to kill Morg. Those other things were creepy.
Yeah.
Morg was a good,
Seemed like a good guy.
misguided.
I'm going to do
Misguided.
some high class fuckery.
Yeah, I know.
So what were?
I feel really wrong, like planning the deaths of these other people.
Well, I think it's more that we're trying to plan the least amount of
But
deaths.
they're kind of like our enemies.
The
Yeah.
needs of the many.
Yeah. If we can kill 5 people to save 1,000.
And they have not cared who they killed.
That's true.
So just so I'm clear, what we're thinking now is you guys will case the joint,
Right.
go check out the anchor.
Yeah, and
And
if
I'll
you're
just
not being
sit tight
followed,
here.
you can come case it too.
True.
But if you're being followed, lot becomes harder.
Yeah. It seemed like I want to stay in their good graces. Because we don't even know if I'll be initiated or not. So I think I need to lay low. Maybe you guys can disappear for a few days.
Yeah.
And when you come back, hopefully they'll...
Well, what if you sneak out to come with us?
They could do that too.
Yeah, we can bring you with us by like disguising you or making you invisible or...
You could shrink me.
We can sneak you out through the rear.
Oh, I could shrink you. Yeah, you wouldn't be
Be a
recognizable.
halfling.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
well, I guess it would just be a normal sized person.
No, you're not double the size of.
I'd be a short person.
Yeah.
You'd be like
a
dwarf size.
Dwarf.
You'd be like
Yeah.
3 or 4.
How cool would that be?
It's not that short.
I think that's...
You'd be like a buff goblin.
Whoa. I like the idea of that.
Yeah, I think that you should. We would sorely miss your muscles if we went down there and found anything that went bump in the night.
Probably would be helpful for me to know the lay of that land too. Because I'd be going with them down there.
Can I... No. Never mind.
Okay. No, you can't.
Can I enter the
No, you
the
can't.
mine forest?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm not saying you're going to get a useful answer.
Oh
but
yeah,
you
yeah.
can do whatever the hell you want.
I'm calling out for the help finding the one at Ladova Castle.
Mhm.
I'd cast the message for help out
Alright.
into the wind.
What's the actual question though? Like, where is it?
Help me find you.
Okay.
They respond in Scytherisms. It's my favorite word, and it's not part of the English language anymore.
It's you hear or you understand. We are far below the ground, and we will guide you as you come closer.
Ah,
Warmer, cold.
thank you.
Marco.
You're welcome.
Crowder kind of snaps back into reality for a second. Sorry, what
There
was,
goes gravity.
what was going on?
We were watching you roll your eyes to the back of your head. It was pretty creepy.
Sorry, I was talking with the anchors. So they're gonna help us find the one under Ladova Castle.
Which way?
Well, I mean, they'll tell me when we get closer. It's not like an exact science, this thing. It's more like I get hints, but like nothing, you know. They're very intelligent but inscrutable beings, so it's sometimes very difficult to
I think Keg is listening to
It's
these.
easy
determine. Yeah.
It's definitely easy.
Yeah.
There's a party going on downstairs. You
Yeah.
live above a joint,
Yeah.
apparently.
Kate's drinking his 8 PBR tonight.
Yeah. I want to go to Party
Two guys
Keg.
from Texas.
Keg is running. Keg is Airbnb the apartment
Yeah.
underneath you. Spoiler: you've been in Michigan this entire
Oh.
time.
Whoa.
How fantastic.
Wait, so question, if Keg is wearing a backpack that has like a large container of beer in it and you do a handstand on Keg's shoulders,
Stop it.
Double
are you
kick
doing a
stand.
devil
All
kick
right,
stand?
Yeah.
stay focused, please.
Okay.
So,
Alright,
So
yeah,
when-
we have a plan.
So
I
when,
mean,
when are we gonna hatch it?
well,
Tonight?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning?
yeah. I think we could the guy outside seems pretty fresh, as it were.
Yeah,
It's
it might
not.
be easier to hide your absence or your shortness with lots of other people around.
Yeah, like we could wake up with hangovers tomorrow morning and, you know, all kind of like, you know, casual drinking party.
Yeah. Should I tell them that I'm leaving?
What? No.
No, we're not leaving town.
Won't. No, you
Oh.
won't. You won't leave. Somebody else at the party will leave,
Oh.
right? I'm
Okay.
banking on the fact that he wasn't able to count how many of us just came in.
I did tell them there was 5 of us.
Well,
It's just a bunch of short people and
and
one
it
tall
was
guy.
yeah, it was just two halflings and a grandpa that showed up.
Okay.
And Pitt.
Well,
No, the Pit is grandpa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So ski.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but Iz was already in the house.
Fair.
So,
Alright.
okay, yeah.
yeah.
What do I do if they come by my apartment?
I mean, the same thing that you would have done if you had, like, gone drinking. Or,
Not answered.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems foolproof.
I mean, I don't know about that, but, you know, I think it's a pretty good option. It requires, you know, no small amount of help from Big Bull, but
All right.
he's up to the task, right? Right, Big Bull?
I can make things big and small.
So if you guys are going out in the morning, you guys
I can also make things like invisible. He can be invisible when he walks out.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
too.
maybe that would be best.
Yeah, we'll do that one.
make them small and invisible.
I can't do both.
Bulletproof.
Yeah. I
you
can
guys
make him
can-
invisible and you can make him small.
Oh. You guys can take a long rest
Yeah, it
in
is.
Hulk's house. I don't know how relaxing it'll be because it sounds like you only have one bed and sparse furniture.
Yeah.
But
I have a
We have,
bedroll.
like pretty raggedy couches and maybe a love seat.
you can do that thing where you like push two armchairs together.
Yeah, exactly.
It's peak college.
Exactly. Yeah, Hope never left college. I'll never.
This is an interesting invention. It's called a futon.
Sorry, that's my best Hulk
Yeah,
impersonation.
that's pretty
It's,
good.
oh, thanks.
Or like the bunk couch
Oh,
in
yes!
a Lego movie.
Yes! And Hulk is the one who built it.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Hammers together.
There's just, like,
yeah,
wood
it's
sticking
like
out of
you can only sit on the top if you're like a halfling or
Yeah.
smaller.
If you weigh like under 40 pounds.
Yeah.
We rest.
Yeah, we rest.
You're done resting.
We're
You're
rested.
awake. You have tea
Nice.
if you choose to make it.
I'm surprised he has tea on hand in his house.
No,
I
Bullet
have it.
has some.
Oh, Bullard has some.
Yes.
Mm.
I can cut off the top of a pixie light and make a little flame.
Make like a Bunsen burner.
Yes.
So
A Bunsen burner?
yes.
Sorry, it's a beer.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Bunsen?
A Bunsen.
So it's a Bunsen burner.
Oh, I see. Nice. Well, I'm glad you came in for that one. Well, yeah. Alright, Hold. Invisible or tiny?
Yeah, I don't know. Never been either. Well, are you gonna make me tiny later?
Well, just like leaving the house on our way to the castle.
Yeah.
I've got like an hour either way, I think.
Let's do invisible.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Sound good?
Yeah.
And you're all
Should someone else be big so we have a big person?
But no, we don't need a big person. Do we?
I'm-
Is there a reason we need a big person?
If somebody else is already down there at the anchor
Well, I mean, what?
to protect us.
Oh, what? Like a.
Well, he can still fight.
He's invisible.
He's just a little weaker.
Yeah.
But I will say, if there was someone watching the house and they never saw Hog left, but then Hog isn't in the house, like
Uh-huh.
the argument
that's
could
kinda
be
what I
that,
was
yeah.
trying to get it before.
Oh wait, no, I have a thing for this. What is the dude still out there?
Mm-hmm. Well, a dude is out there,
A dude is
according
out there.
to your familiar.
Mm.
Wait, why can't I just leave?
I don't know.
Why can't I just leave normally? I'm not leaving town.
What? Because then they'd follow you.
We'll follow. The invisible person can follow the follower.
Wait. No, I can do this, right? Minor illusion can do this. Just like.
I
Silent
think
image
it's
can.
silent image can. I don't think minor illusion can be
Oh,
much
yeah, you're
bigger
right.
than like a
It's
3-foot cube or
You
something.
mean no longer than a. Yeah, dang.
Me.
You
Soma, because someone kind of abuses it when they don't want to fight. They just wily coyote that shit.
Someone did it when I was fighting.
I did silent image and
Oh yeah.
didn't realize I didn't have the spell.
Crowder also made was it you? One of them made another fighter in the cage fight. I forgot about that.
It was a second Aranova. That was me.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that I thought I took silent image, but what I took in was minor illusion. So it was like afterwards I was like, oh oops, I did the wrong thing. But I can take one of my spells off and make it silent image instead. I haven't used Expeditious Retreat, so I can just change that to silent
It's
image.
very in character.
What? Expeditious Retreat? That's why I picked it. Like, oh shit, let me get out. I also haven't used Shield, but I think I want that. Well, what's your plan? Well, what's your plan?
I think it would be weird if they, if any of those guys came here and I wasn't home. Make it suspicious, like if they knocked, because it said they were going to come back.
Well, they didn't say they were coming back today, right?
Yeah, is this a day trip? Yes, I never.
Well, yeah, it's just under the castle, like right out there, and I point out the window to where the castle presumably is.
That old castle.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'll just.
Our other alternative is to, like, go tonight. Like, when night falls, when it's conceivable that he could be sleeping. That's our other option.
Hulk had a monster hangover today. Turn me invisible. Let's go to the castle.
Yeah.
Boom.
Alright.
That's why he wouldn't answer the door.
You are invisible.
I love it. Yeah.
Can I see myself?
Is that your
No,
is that
you
your
can't.
somatic
Whoa!
Are you
my
Wait a minute.
component is some weird Latin garbage.
Yeah.
No, you cannot see yourself.
You are.
You can
Is
feel,
he
like,
invisible,
where
like
things
going
are,
into
but
the
you don't
castle? Is he like trying to sneak in?
Is all this stuff?
We're just trying to get out from the watchful eye of the hit Hold's tail.
Oh, also everybody look like you're hungover when you leave. Like that.
All right, so some backstory.
I want to make sure that my door gets locked.
Okay.
I'll lock it, bro.
And wait.
Backstory.
Yeah, so the castle is a bit of ways. You can see it from the town, but it's not necessarily like directly accessible. If you remember, Ladova is sort of built at the foot of mountains, and the castle has like a natural defensive aspect of being like partway up the mountain, with Ladova at the.
Oh, it's the mayor's
base.
plaza that's up there that I was thinking was
Yeah.
the castle.
So
Sorry.
the castle is it's not like a Versailles kind of castle. Like it's a martial fortress. So it will be like a bit of a walk, but you guys.
So it's a real castle.
Yes. I know my castles. But like anybody who's grown up in the city has grown up under this like watchful eye of this one sort of spindling tower that rises above the trees that surround the castle. It's not like a place people go to. The sort of folk or the common folk knowledge is that it's haunted. A very, very long time ago, like Ladova was the capital city of the continent, and there was a king and a queen, and the monarchy ruled from here, and they had this like great park, and Ladova used to be like this huge golden shining city, but it's definitely like fallen since then. It's a shadow, maybe like a skeleton of its former self, and in the same way that lots of the city has disintegrated, so has the castle. Unless you can give me a good reason, I think nobody who grew up in Ladova has been there before, but you know of it. So you can predict it might be dangerous. The haunting aspect doesn't have a ton of details. It's really just like the souls of the executed is like one interpretation of it. Other people say that like a queen like roams the halls looking for her heirs, and it's a favorite pastime of a lot of bards in Ladova to speak of all the great things
I 100% believe every one of these myths.
that once all the great things that once happened here, but nobody really knows for sure.
I'll tell some stories on the walk over.
Do you want to ad-lib that, or I can just summarize?
I want you to tell your story you want to tell.
Okay. You know that the sort of general consensus, as Bullard tells you guys, is that the last time somebody was seen going in or out was 200 years ago. And the spirits are held there by some, like, ominous force. But as you guys make your way to the castle, there's a gate that is closed. And the whole structure is sort of like squarish. And it's the castle like structure of like wings around a courtyard, and then like with very high walls and towers. So there's one gate entrance, and that's the only way in or out. And it's closed.
Question.
Yeah.
Is it like a portcullis or is it like a
No, it's
moat gate?
I mean, neither, because there's not a moat. But it is like a door that's hinged at the bottom that would like go down. I know. Okay, moat gate without the moat. Yes.
Okay. So it's like a moat gate with no moat, right?
Yes, that's what I just said.
Like a drawbridge?
No, but yeah, but it's not a bridge. It's just
Oh.
a big gate.
Oh,
But it doesn't go up. It goes down.
okay.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, that's yeah.
So it's just a
I'm searching for
gate.
a conceivable mechanism from this side to open the gate. I rolled a 1.
There is not one that you can perceive.
I should have
hey,
used one of my
right.
19s.
A lock.
Big Bull, what are you doing?
Oh, it was kind of dumb. I was looking for
I
a
would
way
like
to
to-
open the gate from this side.
Yeah.
I'd like to investigate how this door operates properly, considering it only goes down.
You're going to investigate it?
Okay, roll.
That's good.
I'm doing what?
Yeah.
I'm doing
I
what?
rolled a 17.
What did you roll?
2.
4?
I was trying to figure out how to open the gate from this side.
Okay. I'm doing the same thing. 8? I don't know if I add anything to that.
All right. I'm gonna give you get like half of what I'm about to say, but Pitt, and okay, what you get, the gate from here seems pretty insurmountable. It's like a great, heavy wooden structure, and it's not. It's like each panel is one panel, so it's not made up of like multiple slabs of wood. It's like a whole slab of wood that's as big as a tree. Is like each panel.
Do I understand how it operates though, like that mechanism? Because that's what I was really looking
I'm
at.
getting there.
Oh.
I'm getting there. You see 2 giant like plates at the top, and while it's not obvious from the front, Pitt, you've seen a castle like this before. You understand that there's like chains attached to those bolts, and the drawbridge is lowered by a pulley on the other side. So there's like 2 chains attached to the archway that the gate covers, and as more slack is let, the doorway drops down at like a 90-degree angle. So like a drawbridge bridge, but just not a bridge.
Do I get
Okay,
part of
I'll make this fast and economical. I want to convey that information to the party members around me,
Yeah.
that there's 2 chains, and that way I could wrap this up pretty quickly.
I send.
Am I still invisible?
I mean,
It lasted an hour.
okay. It's where.
Oh, is anybody following us, by the way?
Roll.
Okay.
If I am still invisible, I don't understand invisibility. Kind of start to walk through.
Yes.
That's awesome.
It hurts. It hurts, and I'm trading out for a bigger inspiration.
You're wrapping it up.
Thanks.
I got
You could
5.
Need an excuse.
What did Tail Tattle get?
No, nobody's following you.
Nobody's following us, so. Exciting. I send Telltale to the other side to see if they can find a lever or something. To,
Okay.
like, open the thing.
How high is it? How tall?
Is this door directly into the tower, or is it
15
just
or
like a
so.
wall?
No, it's like into a
Surrounding the
wall
tower.
going into the courtyard. Like if it's each like the structure is like 4 wings in a square with a courtyard in the middle. This is just one of the walls.
What is Cratter? What race?
I'm a halfling. I'm same as we're.
Oh yeah, you guys
Yeah.
are brothers.
Yeah.
So Tail Tattle goes. Does he go around like the whole building looking for something, or do you just go to the other side of the gate?
Other side of the gate, probably.
Okay.
Because there should be a mechanism on the other side, is what Pitt said.
Okay. So there is a mechanism. The chains have like rusted from disuse and the
Okay.
weather, but there is a lever on the other side in a sort of like watchman's guard tower.
Okay.
It has like a secondary mechanism, like a key. So you would like unlock it and then pull the lever. So you can do with that information what you will, but
Where it's like up.
it's in the like a watchtower, so you're not seeing this. His familiar is seeing this, and I'm assuming relaying the information to you guys. But I don't know how strong they are. They could perhaps force it. Nope.
That is the number of their strength.
No.
It is 3. You're quite dexterous. That probably doesn't matter.
I mean, it's the only like official way in or out. You can look for other ways in that are not the gate, or you can figure out how to open the gate.
What are the mechanics of throwing a creature? Not that I want to.
You're gonna have to toss me.
Yeah.
Yeet me. I'm going to use a 19 to search for the other way that I saw us take in my dreams.
Ah, nice. All right.
Because I foresaw this. I foresaw us coming to a great gate. Something blocking our path, and I saw us decide for the other way.
All right. So you, in your dream, you saw an entrance that wasn't like made for people, but you guys can fit in it. It's not like a sewer drain necessarily, but it's a like a vent to the outside. So it was like probably it wasn't like designed as a security flaw, but the gates that covered it and kept it safe for like water to sluice out of like a fountain or an aqueduct inside have long since sort of rusted away. So, and the water is also sort of gone without humanoid interference. So you can sneak in through like basically a water slide
Nice.
that will put you in the courtyard.
Okay.
We do that.
Yeah, I tell them that I had a dream about this and guide them to the approximate location of the slough, but I don't know exactly where it is, so we'll have to poke around a little bit.
I think after some digging you find it in the underbrush. But I'm going to leave us with 5 of you in the castle courtyard. Sorry that I promised you dungeoneering, but
We just got it.
things
Yeah.
took a little
Yeah, this
bit
was
longer than I
done
expected.
What does the courtyard look like? Can we leave on name?
Yeah, it's looks like it looks eerily like a graveyard, even though it isn't. But part of it is paved, and the paving stones have been sort of turned up and vandalized. There are statues and fountains that have like long since discolored from exposure to the elements. There is as far as the what it like the layout is, it's like a rectangle. The gate is at one end, and there's a another gate at the opposite end, and that's the way into the main body of the castle. And it's like a great door that's less. It's less complicated. You probably will be able to open it. And then on the walls all around you, there are like arches. Like there's a little pathway sort of underneath all of the buildings, like in Loyola, like under Marquette. And pretty high above you, there you can see that there are windows in the upper walls.
Cool.
So it is a fortress, a considerable
for
fortress.
Leaving us with
Thank you.
something to think on.
Yeah.
Funny, when I was a boy, Imperial walls and towers used to make me feel safe. I held that in all the way until the end of the
I
session.
appreciate it.
There's your Skyrim reference, Keg. Oh, experience?
Yeah. Thank you. Write down that you have this.
I did.
Props to Aiden for holding it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to make this whole thing about you, but I
Yeah.
really appreciate you stepping up to the plate.
No.
Props to CG for
I
a
like
good
it.
session of D&D.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Well,
There was intrigue. There was suspense.
The
There
whole-
was exposition.
the whole campaign took a significant whole turn when
Yeah.
the heel turned.
Yeah, the heel turn.
The heel
Exactly.
turned his heel on the party, so
It was a heel turn.
it only makes sense
He
that
would never turn his heel himself.
yeah, I bet. But it only makes sense that at this point, our stories are all starting to form
Yeah.
what we're doing a bit more than they did at first.
500 experience points.
500.
A million, young money millionaire.
Also,
3,200. That's pretty close to level 5.
No, level 5 is 67. So
Oh,
I was like, damn, dude.
level 5 is almost double.
Yeah.
Level 4.
Yeah.
It's like big move.
Fuck
In
level
case you were
5.
wondering, the pink sticky notes are rules. The orange sticky notes are Soma.
Yeah, 6,500. It's over double.
Alright, so next week is the 14th. Which is you. Then me, then you. So Marie's here the 28th. So I don't
want to play Dungeons and
I
Dragons?
don't want to go play Dungeons and Dragons now.
That's cool.
But
Are you the leader or am I the leader for the 28th?
So that was my next question. Is you are the that's it looks like it's gonna be your session. It's the 7th, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be you. I wanted to suggest that we do something else, like a board game or drinking quest or something. So we
I have a
all-
one shot that I could run with a smaller amount of people.
with someone who's never played D&D before, and
Yeah.
and English is not their native language.
Okay, never mind. Nope.
Yeah, I mean, she
Can't
speaks
do
English fine. I just you don't want her to It's weird when it's something you don't know and it's a bunch of name jokes, and I don't